Well, that's the thing, dude, is that, like, I don't know, everybody swears, right? And if you're on a camera, you got to let it out off camera.
Oh, for sure.
I swear like a sailor off camera.
Do you?
I do, absolutely. Especially, like, around my office and stuff. Like, yes, I am.
This effing Pikachu won't get in the ball.
Actually, though, bro, in Pokemon Go, dude, when you're catching legendaries, they, like, jump out, like, 90% of the time. I rage at the game.
Do you?
Absolutely. Off camera, but I do. I swear at Pokemon. My editor has endless clips of me being
really
cute. Like Pokemon. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Around the Bar, presented by Center Sparkling CBD. It's a podcast and an interview series where I invite somebody on to have a drink and a chat. Today we have Brandon Martin, otherwise known as MYSTIC7. He's a gaming and lifestyle YouTuber that has damn near perfected the art of mobile gaming content and content in general. He's risen to the top of the charts in Clash of Clans and Pokemon Go content, and has recently ventured into the Pokemon TCG side of YouTube with his Mystic Rips channel and social media. He's extremely knowledgeable about the YouTube's intricacies, such as the algorithm and where content is headed in the future. Today we are drinking a Bee Sting. It's by far the bougiest drink we've had on Around the Bar, but it's a bougie guy. These spicy drinks consist of 1.5 ounces of tequila, 3/4 ounces of lemon juice, 3/4 ounces of honey syrup, honey, and a slice of jalapeno. Also, stick around after the podcast for the Optic Nation exclusive extension of the show called Behind the Bar. It's a show where we answer fun questions and play a game of beer pong against the other guests that have been on Around the Bar. So it's a lot of fun. You should check it out. Enjoy this podcast and discussion with MYSTIC7. All right. So Around the Bar, this is MYSTIC7. You guys have just heard the intro, so I blew enough smoke up his butt.
Thank you
for the intro. But yeah, thank you.
The outro.
Thank you so thank you so much for coming to Around the Bar. What are we drinking today?
So today we're drinking a Bee Sting.
Cheers. A Bee Sting.
Oh my God, he made this one sting.
You said you wanted it to sting.
I asked for a little extra string. That is good. Yeah, Bee Sting. To be honest with you, I don't know what's in it. He could probably, you honestly know more about it.
I probably do. Yeah. I know. I brought all the ingredients today. So
wait, so what's in it?
It's tequila and jalapenos and honey, and that's pretty much it.
Gorgeous. It's delicious. So
yeah, I used to have. I've had jalapeno margaritas before, but it's not that good.
Nah, this is
this is really good. All right, so I figured you would start us out. So I got you a sentence to read.
Okay.
So go ahead and read this, and we'll start it out.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm addicted to YouTube and
Hi, Brandon.
Center.
You added that in. Shout out Center. Thank you so much for sponsoring the podcast. So yes, YouTube. Yeah. I am one of probably the how many, don't tell me the number. I don't want to know the number because I want to feel special. But I'm one of the very privileged people on the face of the planet to be on your close friends on Instagram, which is a great place to be.
The close friends. Yeah, it's hectic over there.
Great place to be. So how long have you been, first of all, how many channels do you have? And how long have you been addicted to YouTube?
Oh gosh, this is really this could definitely be like my strange addictions conversation.
Oh, for sure. No, you're in it's like you and Beast and maybe 3 other people.
And I'm like the lowest paid out of all of them, but I'm around them. You know what I'm
saying? If I had money to invest, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter. I got you on this because the exponential growth of this podcast numbers is going to be amazing.
Easy. Oh, nice.
Easy. Yeah.
Good strats.
5, 6 years from now, oh God, Beautiful. You're going to be on top. Beast said he wants competition, and no one's giving it to him. That's what he said.
I would give it to Mr. Beast.
I know you would. Yeah. I know you would. Wait, but what about competition?
Okay.
You knew that
was Letting the awkward silence go. No, but with YouTube, YouTube, this is like my 10th year on YouTube. I was doing YouTube before there was before Mr. Beast existed. You know, he was doing YouTube before I was doing YouTube, I'm sure. But like back in the day, I made this reference on another thing I had. But like back in the day when you made a comment on Fred's YouTube channel so that you could find other people to add as friends.
Follow for follow
That's
Fred.
so funny.
Follow for follow Fred.
That's so funny.
I got you down.
Dude,
I got
this
you.
guy knows me, bro.
I got you.
I walked in, he's like, you're wearing black underwear. I'm like, how'd you know? How'd you know? Wow. I'm like Truman Showed in this. Is that part of this thing? There's like cameras.
No, I didn't dive. I tried to dive. If I had more time, I'd know everything. Okay. I'd know everything.
Got it.
But yeah, so you're talking about the follow for follows back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Well, that was like a whole other thing. But basically been doing YouTube for a long freaking time.
Right, yeah.
Back when Fred was when Fred was Mr. Beast.
Of course. Fred, Smosh, Ray William Johnson, that era. That's me. That's when I started.
Johnson, yes.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been doing it since back then. And then YouTube channels. I don't know. I have technically I have 2 that are
that's
super
bullshit.
active.
That's bull crap.
Well, that are super active though.
Okay,
I have a second channel. I have a reacts channel. I have a clips channel. There's a VODs channel. But most of them I just don't upload on, and some have semi-viral videos that kind of just I don't know. It's like gas money that come in every month from them.
You're talking about a 4 million viewed video. Just gas money. That's how I get to point A to
over
point B.
years, But then there's the main MYSTIC7 channel, and then the Mystic Ribs channel, which is a really new big initiative of mine.
That's your new thing.
Yeah, it's the new thing. I'm pretty freaking excited.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
That's on the close friends, which it's an exclusive group out there. Okay, you can tell me the number. What's the number?
Honestly, wait. If I
tell me the number,
to pull it up, I can officially give you. It's not as high as you think. I just I don't know. I like sharing my strategies with my friends.
Yeah, I respect it a lot.
It's at 257.
That's not bad. That's pretty exclusive, right, Matt?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, lie to me.
No, I'm not gonna.
You'll have to put Matt on there. Matt will love it.
Matt, I'll add you on the close friends. I feel it'd be awkward for me not to after this.
I got
okay.
So there's a big debate and big conversation around old YouTube, new YouTube.
Yeah.
And like you said, those old school YouTube. I mean, Matt was a big what was it, Machinima and that whole group. What were they called?
Rooster Teeth?
Sark, Hutch.
Respawn.
Machinima Respawn.
yeah.
Huge Machinima Respawn fan. Damn,
that beast thing is stinging.
Woo, it's stinging. And that whole era of YouTube is very easy. CNanners uploads a video, it gets 300. CNanners.
Yeah.
300,000 views, and you got Ray William Johnson. I watch him every day. Phil DeFranco, which he's still doing his thing. And then YouTube kind of changes around 2017, 18, 2016. Yeah. And now it's different. And I heard you say in another podcast you did that it's competitive now. And do you view YouTube as competition now against other YouTubers, or what's your mentality going into it?
The whole competition thing I think is subjective to where I don't think there's real competition because I think that there's so many people on the platform and the algorithm is going to feed videos to whomever. So you're really never directly competing with anybody unless you're copying someone's videos, then you're kind of sort of. But I don't know, you're competing with you technically on YouTube now, you are competing with your own intellect on how well you can understand and make content for the algorithm.
Yeah.
That's really what you're competing with.
For
But
sure.
I don't know, for me, I'm kind of an ass. So I look at the Pokemon card.
Oh my God. Kind of a butt.
I swore. I don't swear, by the way. I had to stop, bro. Okay, I had to stop swearing in 2016 because I did Clash of Clans for the longest, and then when Pokemon Go came out in 2016, I did Pokemon Go. I started making Pokemon Go videos, and then the age of my average audience went down.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
Well, so man, I would be saying fuck every sentence in my videos, and then these little kids would come up when I'm at the pier, and they're like, "I love your videos," and I was like, "Fuck, man, you should be watching my videos.
You shouldn't be watching them." Yeah, I completely understand.
That combined obviously with the whole monetization thing, and it was just let's just not swear anymore.
That's how Alexis is family friendly, or she's recently not family friendly anymore, but she's family friendly, and so I'm whenever she's around, and whether I go when I go to beauty conventions and VidCon and stuff for her, I try not to, because she's so funny. She'll don't tell her I said this, but behind closed doors, she's a swearer.
Yeah, she's a swearer.
but when it comes to her videos, yeah, she's so I've always wondered when I'm gonna have two things. I wonder when I have family friendly YouTubers on, which You've already swore a few times, so I think we're
We've
good.
broken the wall.
I think we've broken the wall. And then I'm wondering whenever I have inevitably we're gonna have sober people on. So I wonder I'm gonna make mocktails or different things like that. That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're the first. Well, you're not family friendly. You dropped the F-bombs. So
But
we're good.
nah. Well, that's the thing, dude. Is like I don't know. Everybody swears, right? And if you're not on camera, you gotta let it out off camera.
for sure.
I swear like a sailor off camera.
Do you?
I do, absolutely. Especially like around my office and stuff. Like I am.
This effing Pikachu won't get in the ball.
Dude, actually, though, bro, in Pokemon Go, dude, when you're catching legendaries, they like jump out like 90% of the time. I rage at the game.
Do you?
Absolutely. Off camera, but I do. I swear at Pokemon. My editor has endless clips of me being
really
like, fuck you to other Pokemon. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
The blackmail.
Yeah,
the blackmail's there.
Right.
You must really trust your editor.
I trust him a lot.
Atlas has countless things, and so does Matt, of things that could get. Yeah, it could be bad, but luckily they'll never do that. Yeah, they'll never do that.
Nice. Good guys.
So yeah, we've got. So you start out in Clash of Clans.
Yeah, moved over to Pokemon Go.
Or you start out in Call of Duty, or Clash.
Oh,
you start out in COD.
Are you sure you didn't Truman show me?
I might have. Yeah, I might have.
Yeah, I started out on COD.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we're in the like the Optic HQ right now, so I never really got big into the esports side of things. But where I found my footing in content, like my interest in content, was do you remember KYR Speedy?
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Those guys in like the funny moments montages.
Yeah.
I loved that stuff. Stuff, you see it? I did it.
Stuff.
I did it. Instead of shit, I did stuff.
Is that a thing that you do on your videos?
I was saying shit and I corrected it to stuff. Because the cameras are on, it's like a filter in my head. It's like built in.
Funny.
It's crazy.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I found those guys, loved their videos, then I made a couple of like Call of Duty funny moments montages in Black Ops 2, which you just did your event on, which apparently went fantastic.
It went really, really well.
So go watch all the content from that, please. And yeah, I made funny moments montages, realized that it was just a ton of work to like record, edit, and upload, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And then then I came back with Clash of Clans and started making like really bad videos of like my like really terrible like iPod Touch or iPhone, whatever it was at the time, filming me touching my iPad with my hands with like no face cam, and like that was the video.
How'd it do?
Well, I guess it took a while.
It got you into it.
Yeah, it took a while, and then I learned how to like screen record. This is back when you couldn't screen record on an iPhone. Mm-hmm. Dude, I had to download all these like ratchet apps. Bro, when Pokemon Go first came out, I had to walk around and make videos with my laptop open in my backpack with a screen recorder going so that I can record my screen.
That's insane.
Different times.
So what is it like now? What's the recording process?
Oh, dude, it's so easy. You just
swipe down and hit record?
Swipe down and hit the record button.
Oh, and then you just sync it up in post.
Yeah. Like mic on, like
that's super
Apple
easy.
Came around. The Pokemon people.
But before Apple, you guys were.
It was a pain, bro.
Did you have to do like Androids and stuff? Like that's how you had to record?
Actually, I did, and that's so I've been iPhone always, and then I was once like my Pokemon Go videos were doing good, and I can like afford stuff. I bought a second phone so that I could use the Android screen recorder because before iPhone allowed it. So.
Evan Gates, you had two phones.
Oh yeah.
One for the
Go and one for
one
for the bros.
Yeah.
For the bros,
that's good. That's good.
Right.
So are you passionate about mobile gaming, or is that what you found?
Okay, so I would say at one point and for a while I was passionate about mobile gaming.
Okay.
Like I definitely was like on the train of like mobile gaming is the future.
Right.
Just because it makes so much sense as like iPhones become more accessible, everybody's going to game and stuff. But I would say now I'm like content passionate. To where like content and business, I've like have like a newfound love. I've always wanted to like do like more business. I feel like as a and this is anybody, right? Like rappers want to be athletes want to be rappers, content creators, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, it's like one of those, right? So like as a creator, like I've always wanted to do like business because I thought business was super cool. So like really found a new passion and kind of like my stride with business lately and like blending it with the whole content side of things and like definitely content passionate. So not even gaming, really. I used to be like I'm like career lifetime nerd, but now like I don't know, like I don't really play video games unless I'm making videos for them. My girl and I though, we're playing through this game called Control.
Control, never heard of it.
So good. You
ever heard of it, Matt?
Player.
I have not.
No.
It's like in the Alan Wake series. It's so good.
Okay.
Single player walkthrough game. It's like it's not a jump scare game, but like it's kind of a spooky game. Crazy universe, really fun combat, very fun. So her and I play that.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I definitely not.
So you're gaming out.
Gaming out, yeah. Well,
that's interesting because I was gonna hit you up in a few months.
About.
Planning a content creator like beer league for Call of Duty with some people who've played COD in the past and team them up with something. But you seem like a busy man. So if the money's right, then we'll have to talk.
Listen. Forget the money, bro. Just make some more bee stings out there, dude. These are fire, yo.
They are really good. You ever tried It Takes Two with your girl?
No.
Dude, it's so good.
What is that?
So it's a co-op game, and
Okay.
I believe it's the best side-by-side co-op game ever made.
Really?
It's so good. It's adorable, and it's fun, and it's hard to play, and it's got a really good storyline, and both people have to play a really good couch game. So
Cool. It Takes Two.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alexis and I played through it, and we played through it during COVID. So it was like we needed that. You know what I mean? Because
Right,
she was in Arizona, I was here. So yeah, it's a really good one. You should try that one.
Sick. Okay, I'll check that out for sure.
Yeah. Since you're now a casual gamer, you're a couch gamer.
Dude, I am a casual gamer, bro. It's so bad, man. It's so bad. Oh my god. Yeah, casual gamer, but like all of me right now is like in the content and like the new business stuff.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of content business, like or businesses in like the creator economy, what businesses are you looking at and like inspired by, and who's crushing it right now? Don't say Feastables. Everybody else. who do you look at and who do you think is crushing it?
I would say Mr. Beast and Feastables. Yeah, but I don't know. He's a cheesy example to use, but like I
don't think don't say that. He's not a cheesy example to use.
I feel like a lot of people think he's a cheesy example, but he's the example. He's like
there's
the GOAT.
there's not a lot of industries out there where there's someone so far ahead.
Right.
And so I don't think I think in every content, coming from the Optic side, I think in every esports and every content group, whether you're the Sidemen or FaZe or Optic or Beta Squad, anything like that, I guarantee you people talk about him once a week. Whether you're looking at his thumbnails, whether you're looking at the pace of his videos or what he's doing behind the scenes or anything like that. So I don't think it's a cheesy thing to use to say, but
what do you think about the open mouth versus closed mouth thing?
That is so intricate that like that's something that you can only test if you're that far ahead. Like we'll put Seth in the thumbnail, and we know that it's going to do well if Seth's in the thumbnail, and we make sure that it's a really good thumbnail and that people are going to click on it. And then when they click on it, we have done our job and we have to move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
He can go back to videos from 2 years ago,
Right.
and he has a whole entire group that is like, so what can we do to change this to get even more views on this video we made 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That's just another level. That's a new level that no one's doing yet.
Right.
And he's done that 30 times. I mean, he's done that so many times.
He's a team dedicated specifically to updating old videos.
That's insane. That's insane. Matt, are you going to do that?
Yeah. I'll find the time. I'll
Okay.
find the time to do that.
Nice.
Okay.
Good then, Matt. Matt, do you have a bee sting over there, dude?
He's not busy at all.
Way. No shot. Do you want? I mean,
You just want the straight tequila?
Yeah.
You want straight tequila? Here, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you straight tequila. Pour some in there. There's some leftover jalapenos in there.
It's gonna be a tequila sting, not a bee sting.
Oh my God. Are you ready?
Here.
Yeah.
It's 2 p.m. Just so everyone knows. Here, I'll pour a little bit of.
I mean, where in the U.S. are we?
There,
On
this
the
is-
East Coast, it's 5 p.m.
This
right?
would be like a prison bee sting.
prison bee sting.
So try that out. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna drink that? Hey, Godspeed, brother.
Oh, he's a tank.
Heck yeah.
He has
Okay.
a drink named after him. It's called the EMC, the Matt Craig.
What's inside of it?
It is an energy drink that is unnamed. It is a vodka and Gatorade.
Nice.
So you get a little hype, you get a little loose, and you get hydrated all at the same time.
Okay.
It's unbelievable.
Sounds
Basically like
intelligent.
drinking water.
It's what?
Basically like drinking water.
Yeah,
They all
it's
cancel each other out.
Yeah.
Right.
They offset for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, so you never answered. I interrupted you 100 times.
no, but like Mr. Beast, right, is just a great example. If you're a creator and you're looking how to like be a good creator, he is the example on every single platform, including on, I guess you would say, okay, so the commercialization of content creators is like the next step in being a big content creator, right? Before, it was just making good videos and having a big channel, right? And then merch came along. Then it was making merch, and then people started evolving merch into like more clothing lines and brands, because like not everyone's gonna want to wear like a huge look like your face on their chest. You know what I'm saying? So like Optic is a great example. Like these like more lifestyle-y brands that can apply to a lot more things. So people did that, and then now what you're seeing is creators like obviously you've got Nadeshot with Juvie, you've got Arak with Pizzafy. I don't know if he continued that. You've got Mr. Beast with Feastables. You've got like all these other creators. Nick DiGiovanni, one of my favorite YouTubers. He's got he has a cookbook out. He has like these different salts and stuff that he uses for his.
What does he do?
Nick DiGiovanni is like.
Can you pull him up, Matt? Is there any way?
He's the Mr. Beast of the cooking side of YouTube.
Oh,
he is
I've never,
fantastic.
Never ventured into cooking. Okay.
Dude, he makes probably some of the best YouTube shorts I've ever seen.
Really?
Like perfect loops. Like he does cooking, so it's very like he's
the pace of him is
pacing
insane.
is fantastic. He's one of the best. Okay. So he as well. So he's got all these products out, and then what you're starting to see now is that really successful. Oh, this guy, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is he almost like Gordon? 12 mil. Yeah, he's doing great. So, like videos like this, right? To where like cooking for the world's most heavy sumo, or like testing 100 viral food hacks and stuff.
Okay.
He does a lot of like Guinness World Record stuff, like world's largest donut and like world's largest sushi. He's done a bunch of collabs with with Gordon Ramsay. So he's got stuff like that. And his short form game is insane.
Oh, click on one of the shorts.
Yeah, click on
maybe.
any of them. It'll loop great.
So Marshmallow's in this short. Oh my God, they took off a...
Right, but see, they like
boom,
look
bam,
up at
boom.
it. He's got this thing where he throws the knife in the cutting board. He sells his own knives. And then he'll go through, him and Marshmallow create it, and then hopefully it'll loop. Fruit Ninja, let's go.
Yeah. Wow.
Right, pacing's great.
Yeah, pace is insane.
What you're supposed to be focused on is right in the middle. Oh,
and that's it. But still... you're gonna watch that. If you scroll, you're gonna watch that one.
So he'll upload Mr. Beast as well. He'll upload this. I mean, Nick's a little different. He uploads the same exact thing on Instagram Reels, on TikTok, and on YouTube Shorts. Whereas Mr. Beast obviously like makes content specific to certain platforms, but not everybody has like a team of 100 like Mr. Beast does. So he's a great example too. But yeah, what you're starting to see right now is the commercialization, right? This is like the next level, like the five-headness of like big content creators. Like, how can I don't want to like make merch and sell to my community. I want to make a product that can exist on its own. That's what Feastables is. It's not Mr. Beast chocolate. It's Feastables, right?
Of
so
course.
if Mr. Beast wanted to sell this, or if Mr. Beast wants to sell this to people who've never heard of him, he can do that, right? Because the product is made so generally. So like that's like next level YouTube strategy is thinking like what products can I make that I know my audience will buy, and then I know that I can make well. So he's doing that, and then the space that I'm currently kind of like trying to like enter in and conquer right now is like the Pokemon card world. In terms of like Pokemon card content creation, and there's a lot of extreme. The cool thing with Pokemon cards is like how entrepreneurially minded everyone is, because it's a collectibles. It's like garage sale flipping mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so like you're really always on like how can I profit, or like all these like cool ideas. It's like those kind of people just end up in that area in collectibles. So the cool thing is a lot of these big TCG YouTubers have these like super intricate businesses, or they have like these really awesome products. Like Pokerev, who's like the #1, has these really, really good mystery packs. And like I know roughly what he's like selling and making per month off of these things. Like he's making like FU money. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Good for him.
Yeah, right. Good for him. And it's a great product. And he was the one who like ushered that in. And a lot of other people are starting to make kind of the same product as him. Ando Unlisted Leaf, he's like another major Pokemon TCG person.
All the Pikachus in the back.
All the Pikachus in the back. Right, he partly owns a vending machine company that's just spreading like wildfire across Australia right now, where it's like a Pokemon card vending machine.
Wow.
And he's got his face and his QR code to his channel on the side of the vending machine. He's got his own mystery packs, his own branded packs inside the machine.
Wow.
So
good for him.
Right, you're starting to see this a lot more across YouTubers who are like kind of like really on the forefront of it, of like how can I make products that my community and audience can enjoy, right?
Yeah. When something's super niche like that, like when you're going into TCG, it's a pretty niche thing. Like obviously there's a lot of people out there that love Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, sports cards, things like that. But you're also taking kind of a risk, because what if not enough people want to buy the packs out of a vending machine? I was kind of not nervous, but I was interested whenever Randy announced
Ace
grading. I was like, because that's extremely niche.
Yeah.
And you're going up against basically a company that has a monopoly in that in that one niche. And so, but it seems like it's going really, really well. So it just goes to show like how good businesses can be when you are a creator and you have people that are interested in, in what you're doing and want to support you. Cause I think it was like the first run of gradings, like it was gone immediately.
Yeah.
So like
and then for context, Randolph is a Pokemon TCG YouTuber, and Ace grading. So you can grade a Pokemon card to like authenticate it and then also give it like a grade out of 10 on like its quality. So he made his own grading company as a TCG YouTuber in the UK, and like he's crushing it, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean it's legit too. I asked him Atlas and I right now are working on a YouTube video where I make I make a card set trading cards out of all my friends. And so
Cool.
we're gonna make
Cool.
a YouTube video. It's like I turn my friends into trading cards.
Yeah.
And I asked him like, because I'm gonna give like a thank you to everybody that let me do that, and I was gonna give him the graded card through Ace Grading, and he was like, he was like, I love the idea and thank you for coming to me, but we only grade official cards. Like that's a thing that we only do.
Damn.
And I was like, I respect it. I mean,
You should have brought up what we did to him in his country back in like the 1700s. Made him rethink that.
That's just not right. That's just not right.
We
all
love
right.
you, UK.
What else we got? So let's talk about the follow for Fred. You talked about you talked about Fred a little while ago, and I was listening. By the way, the podcast that I listened to, you were using Riz voice the whole time.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there it is. That's the voice. That's the voice I heard. Yeah, it was very, you were an octave down, and you were talking like this most of the time. Yeah,
You know,
like,
she
really...
does say that that's like one of her her favorite voices. So that makes sense.
Well, don't use it here because a couple of these, who knows what happens.
I hear there's a after hours session. We'll bring the Riz voice out, you and me, behind the bar.
But in the podcast, which is called
Glad I Asked. Featuring Sydney Goodman, the greatest host in
second greatest host.
History.
I thought you were going to say podcast host.
No, not podcast.
Yeah, greatest host in esports.
In gaming and esports history. Yeah. So she's got a podcast.
Yeah. And it's, I think as we're recording this today, she just released the Brooke episode, so definitely go watch.
Oh, true. Yeah, right.
Go watch all those. It was a really good podcast. And in that, you said that you got into it with like follow for follow on Fred's channel, or like you would go to Fred's comment section, follow for follow, and try to get your name out there.
Is the comment section on his actual YouTube channel? This is before YouTube like took that feature away. Yeah, it was like a chat room. There were so many people on his channel all the times. There were like thousands of people chatting in the comment section on his channel. It was a chat room. It was insane.
That I don't even remember. I don't even know if I didn't watch Fred back then, so I don't even remember how fast the comment section used to go.
I was a nerd, bro. I have this video. You'll never find it. I've got this video. I was like, that was beautiful. Was that you?
I don't know where that. No, that's one of Nick's. That's Maniac's. That's Maniac's sub noise.
Wait, really?
And it came through our.
That was insane.
I don't know where it came from. It literally came from the ceiling.
That was incredible.
But anyway,
like God was just talking to me. What is it? I don't know what I was saying, but like, yeah, Fred's channel was like the place to be back then for sure.
You said you're a nerd, and there's a video on there.
Oh, God, man. I made a video, bro. Listen, I've been like in the weeds in YouTube and like the cringe side of it. I was the cringe side of YouTube. Man, I was like chubby kid in middle school. I was wearing a freaking button-up flannel back when that was cool, and like a snapback with like kind of curly-ish, like sort of long hair. I looked wild. And the video title was called Shout Out to Fred, and it was like 10 minutes of me just talking about how cool I thought Fred was.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. So that was like my old YouTube content.
How old were you?
I was
3 weeks ago?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, right. Did a lot of work with my trainer since then. No, I was probably like 10, 11 years old.
Damn, you started watching when you were 11.
That was way back, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, I don't know why I got into YouTube when I did. Because like I watched cartoons, but my parents were very like go outside and play parents. So like, I don't know, maybe like I just ended up on my phone like watching YouTube. I'm not really sure what got me there.
Yeah, I think for me, I found there was like a couple things that I would look up. I would look up paintball videos and then soccer videos and different things like that. And it was on Google Video before like YouTube video or YouTube was a thing. And then Google Video ended up going away. And so I just transitioned to YouTube and I just started watching YouTube. Like from sophomore year of high school on, it was like YouTube is number one and then like TV is under that. Like, right. Which was very hard for people to understand.
Dude, I had teachers who would make fun of, like literally mock me in class. I loved Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter. Like I would watch their Minecraft videos all the time, especially like when I was like doing homework, because it was like a podcast in the background, but they were just like talking about like the dumbest stuff while they were doing like a Let's Build. It was so fun. I watched them so much. But like I remember I was like watching one of those in my geometry class, and my teacher, I forget her name, but she like walked over and she like, "Are you watching a video of people playing video games?" And like kind of like sort of in front of the class to like make me kind of, I was like a child. I'm not sure why she like wanted to dunk on me so hard, but like
some teachers are just not good.
Right. But I was like, yeah, like you watch TV, like what's the difference?
Yeah, you watch people play football.
Right.
They're playing a game.
Yeah. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's been a cool cool evolution of like this platform over the years. And then more recently, it's been really fun. Obviously, we were talking about, like you mentioned, the difference between old YouTube and new YouTube. Well, as kind of as a whole, there's like old social media and new social media, where new social media is ran by algorithms, old social media is ran by personalities, right? So that's kind of like what you're seeing on YouTube, to where a lot of these like larger personality type channels who haven't really changed their content are falling off, and these new channels who you maybe have never heard of are like blowing up out of nowhere. Or these small channels are becoming huge channels, you know, because it's like who can optimize for the algorithm on the platform the best. And that's something that, like, you know, we with the Mystic Rips initiative are trying really hard to do with short form content right now. We're really focused on short form content, and then obviously long form content, YouTube stuff is just kind of like the game that you and I have been playing for years and years. So.
Yeah. How is short? Because for a while people were saying, you know, there's you can build a huge audience with short form, but it's hard to monetize because there wasn't any monetization features on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on different things.
I'm so shitty at this, man. You know, it's year 10 on this. You'd think I'd have a little bit more like foresight.
Yeah.
But like, dog, I faded TikTok for years, dude.
Really?
I was like, fuck TikTok. I'm not doing that. I'm a long form guy.
I'm still fading, so I'm still.
Okay. Well,
actually, this content venture is the first time I'm hitting TikTok really hard. And Atlas does everything for TST. But me personally, I have 2 TikToks up, and they're both of me and Alexis playing the little TikTok games where it's like rolls through, and then you're like, oh, that is what I look like. That's it. That's all I've done. But yes, you said you faded it, but now you're into it.
Yeah, faded it for a while, and then now it's like, I don't know, man. It's like YouTube became a thing to where, like, if you wanted to be successful online, you kind of had to have a YouTube presence, or if you did, it would really, really boost your popularity. To where now, when you look at success online, like having a successful YouTube presence is like kind of what most people kind of like aim for.
Okay.
Short form is becoming that, to where you can now monetize in so many different ways on short form. Obviously, YouTube. So YouTube ran out their short form. I forgot what they called it. It was like a short form payment program, to where like you would get bonus for views. You got stung.
I got stung right there. I tried to throat the rest of it, and it just didn't work.
I did that earlier, by the way, and it did work. Sorry again for making you remake the drink.
In the middle of we just took the thumbnail before this, and we were like, just make a face, and you just chugged the whole thing.
After making a face.
You made a face.
Understood the assignment. But yeah, no, short form is the shit now. It's the shit. I mean, so Instagram, the only reason why an Instagram account will grow right now is because you're posting short form content. Very few Instagram accounts that post static pictures are growing. It's just not what the algorithm's pushing. TikTok is so powerful. It's a powerful marketing tool. It's a powerful tool to get people from watching your TikToks to watching your streams, even your YouTube channel now.
Yeah.
And then now, in the last like 6 months, TikTok has gone really hard. I feel a little iffy about this decision from them, where they're really pushing TikTok as a marketplace, not for like viewership, but for actual products. Which I like, because it's becoming a huge part of our business at Mystic Rips, and part of the content business, which is selling product through content. So it's fantastic for that. But like, we'll see what it does to TikTok long term, because I don't know if you noticed this, but like when you go on TikTok now, there's like your homepage, there's the shop icon, and then there's the create button, and then your they have now integrated the shop icon in your like bottom bar. They're really pushing it.
I have to tell you, in October, I got rid of TikTok because it was destroying my mental health. But I agree with you. I believe you.
Good.
I believe you.
Good for you then. Yeah.
But I also want to hit TikTok. That's why I let Atlas run it. I'll ruin his mental health, and then I'm good.
Nice. Honestly, dude, I don't even watch TikTok. Sid watched TikToks, and then she sends me all the funny ones. So she ruins her own mental health to find the golden TikToks.
It's funny. I got rid of TikTok because I was like, all right, I just scroll. I'm doom scrolling so much. Yeah. And then I got on Instagram, and I've been doom scrolling Instagram Reels for a year. So it's the same
too, bro. You know what's funny? I was talking to Sid about this. It seems like, I don't data back this up. It seems like women are more likely to scroll TikTok, whereas men are more likely to scroll Instagram Reels.
Really?
I can't confirm that, but everyone that I've talked to, it seems to be the same.
What are we thinking, Matt? Instagram or TikTok for you?
It's Instagram, but it's for the same reason. I feel like, I don't need to be on TikTok, so I'll just get on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I just
it's a man
get
thing.
Sucked in. Yeah.
You're right. It's a man thing. Men use TikTok or Instagram. You heard it here first.
Nice. We're making the call, damn it. But yeah, no. I mean, short form is it right now. Short form is it. There's so much growth and so much, especially as like a brand. As a brand, doing short form content is golden. It's golden marketing. It's free marketing if you're not paying people to edit your stuff. If you're making it yourself, or like I have editors that I pay, but it's like, it's not like I'm spending money to put shit on like a billboard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the algorithm. If you make good enough content, you're a brand or a YouTuber or a content creator, You don't need to pay that much to have your brand content explode through social media. You just need to make the right content for the algorithm. So now, TikTok, the power in short form content isn't just like these artificial views, which is kind of what it was before on YouTube with shorts.
Yeah.
But YouTube's working on a way. It's like a long form. I call it the short form to long form pipeline. YouTube has a problem. You can get a ton of views on your short form. You can get a ton of subscribers from that, but those do not convert to long form views. I think YouTube's working on a feature to where like you can link a long form video inside of a short. So if you're watching a short, the long form video is there as an option to click, so that if the viewer likes the short, you could like prompt them to click it. Thank you, sir. And then it will take them to your long form. So that's a really good feature. So YouTube's going to start rolling that out pretty soon here, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm allowed to say that. And then TikTok obviously has their products. And I've been selling on TikTok the last 2.5 weeks now, and we're like going super hard.
What are you selling?
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards. Mystery packs or just regular?
Just regular cards.
Oh, so you're like a distributor.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so you can have like a shop on your TikTok account.
Okay.
You can make for example, like I ordered $5,000 in Pokemon 151, like the new product, the new set that came out. So I filmed a TikTok and I was like, I ordered $5,000 in the new product and here's what I got from it. Here are the top hits in the set. Just giving you like a little context of it. Yeah. And then while you're watching that TikTok, there's a little button that you can click that brings up that 151 product that's in my shop. So what I'm talking about is linked as a product on that, and we sold out our entire inventory in part because of those videos that we did.
Wow.
So that's a huge tool. And then now TikTok has TikTok Live, obviously, but they have TikTok Live selling. So what we do as well,
that's where all the people that are doing TikTok Live, and they're like, ice cream's so good, yum yum.
Okay, it's that, but like not as weird,
Okay.
Weird. Because instead of like the yum yum, it's like, thanks for buying a Pokemon card pack. We're gonna open it live on stream.
Raj, come try this. You've got to try this. It's called a bee sting.
You'll love it.
It's the whitest drink you'll have, but it's
it's tequila. It can't be the whitest drink.
That's true. That's true.
What's in it? Tequila what?
Tequila jalapenos.
Honey.
And honey. It's a martini.
Yo, that's
it's incredible. It's so good.
So good.
It's so good. Oh
God, man,
I'm telling you, I've been stung multiple times now.
Jesus.
What it is the martini glasses. I'm not a martini.
These are cool glasses. Bro.
I'm used to a glass that actually holds liquid instead of just makes it look cool.
Heard you were swigging 40s in the last one, so this is definitely a switch up.
Yeah, it's definitely a different vibe. We just recorded the Mango podcast like 3 days ago, and we talked about drinking 40s and growing up.
Where's Mango from?
I think right now he was from Norwalk. So right now he's in LA, NorCal or SoCal, one of those two. He's gonna be so pissed that I don't know where he's from. But yeah, he loves drinking, and he actually ripped some energy drink vodkas, like 2 of them before we started. He was like, I gotta wake myself up, and then we drank 40s.
Dude, I respect that. That's hardcore.
But now we're drinking bee stings, so that's what we're talking about.
Right. Yeah, but like just generally speaking, long form content I think will always be king in a way. But the more I should have had more faith in the I guess you would say like the evolution and there's a word for it. Everybody in fucking crypto use this word, but like the evolution.
Oh my God, I forgot until right this second.
Yeah, dude, I still have all of it. Is it
you?
worth anything? Nah, dude, no.
I will say it. You want me to say it, or you don't want me to say
it?
I won't say it.
No,
if you don't want me to say it, I won't say it.
I want you to say it.
I told you so.
All right, fine. All right. Fair enough. And then like the NFT max, he was like, give me 20 years.
No, you can clip that, and then in 10 years, you'll get me back. You'll get me back.
Right. Okay, but the NFT thing was the whole thing, but like I don't know, like I have always been so into like collectibles,
right?
So like the NFT stuff just made sense to me because like I love collectibles. I mean, Pokemon, the fucking concept of Pokemon is to collect, right? And then right now, especially, it's collecting rare and shiny Pokemon. So it's the rare and shiny things, right? NFTs had an aspect of that, and Pokemon cards are ultimately that. It's like collecting the. Like I was talking about this earlier, but this huge collection I found recently. That I unfortunately can't afford. So if there's any millionaires in the audience that want to go in on the collection with me, I've got crazy ideas for this collection.
Matt's got it?
Yeah,
he's a millionaire.
Sure.
Nice. Do you want to re-up on your drink? I don't know if you finished it.
Yeah.
You just want to load him up.
I think I'll just black out if we keep doing that.
But like the collectible aspect of it is so fun. So like that was like the fun thing with NFTs. The value wasn't there, but the nice thing with Pokemon cards is like the value will stay there. And
for sure. And I'm sure everything that you went through, or all the information that you got, and how passionate you were about NFTs when that was first, coming out, now is transferred to to Mystic Rips, or
Yeah.
you still doing both, or you just really
I'm involved in the crypto space. I'm not like super. I'm not. I have. It's important as someone who aspires to be like successful one day too. And I would say I'm someone who aspires. Like I understand. Like I have achieved a level of success, but like
I'm the same way.
Right. Like there's
Same
so much
mentality.
more. Right.
Yeah, so much more.
But it's really important to know like what you're good and what you're not good at. I fucking suck at trading. I cannot trade stocks. I cannot trade crypto. I cannot trade. Dude, I lost money on Dogecoin when everyone around me was making like millions.
No.
Like I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't really understand, but I know the reference.
just know that like, listen, like there's gold everywhere and people are just picking it up and somehow like money's falling out of your pocket and you're not picking it up. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so bad. So like I'm not a good trader. So I know that for sure. So I don't know, the whole crypto NFT thing and even stock trading and stuff, just like I have advisors and I can't fucking, I would lose the money if I tried to do it myself. But the Pokemon card is fun, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too is I was watching a conversation. I forget. I've been into a lot of like personal finance and like entrepreneur based like podcasts and videos and stuff. And I was watching a conversation. I think it was with Dave Ramsey and Grant Stephan. Yeah, right.
Dave Ramsey, the GOAT.
Yeah, the GOAT. Yeah, exactly. And basically talking about like investing what you're competent in. To where like Dave asked Grant what like if he were to like open up his well of knowledge, like everything that you know, what percentage of that would be real estate focused? Because Graham is a big real estate guy, and Graham was like, well, probably like 85% of my knowledge is real estate focused. Right. And then when you look at his financial portfolio, 85% of his financial portfolio is like real estate, right? So like it makes sense to invest in what you're competent in. So like I don't know, like I fucking don't know much about stocks.
Yeah.
I understand NFTs and crypto to a certain extent, but like and then I don't know, but like Pokemon collectibles, like
content,
old stuff, content, right, stuff like that. Like I really get. Yeah,
so that's how I am. There's content. It's like I would say content and maybe events. That's like 80%, 85%.
You're a monster with events.
85% of my brain. Like that.
What do you envision the future of events to be for you? Like with your involvement in events.
With my involvement,
like are you hosting the next Olympics or like? Like you're fucking good at this.
I'm starting to get a real big love into interviewing and hosting, different things like this. We do a series on Optic where it's basically like a round table. And I host those, and I'm really starting to love this, and I love content. I love streaming with my two best friends from high school. I love all of that. Cool, by the way. But events, nothing. Atlas feels the same way. Nothing hits that dopamine like events do. Like whenever you spend so much time planning, and I usually plan goofy stuff. Like I usually plan stuff that's not like just raw competitive. Like if I were to throw a football tournament, I would most likely throw a football tournament, but you got to use a soccer ball instead. Like something like I twist it a little bit so it's fun, and it's like what I love watching is the Sidemen charity match. I think it's like the coolest thing that anyone's done as far as live events, just because it's competitive, but it's fun. It's for charity and that kind of thing. But that being said, I've thrown real raw competitive tournaments and events and things like that. And nothing hits like that. That's my like biggest like I guess passion. So where it's gonna go, we'll see. I think eventually esports is in a weird spot. I don't know how up to date you are, but esports was very grassroots. Everyone threw tournaments all at one time. It was in a big convention center. You could, if you wanted to watch Smash, it was over here, COD over here, Halo over here. Yep. And then over the time, over the last like 10 years, I guess it's gotten really like all the big companies got involved. So like Activision was like, well, we're going to franchise COD, and League of Legends was going to do their own thing. And everybody kind of did their own thing, and it hasn't really worked out how everyone thought it was going to be. Yeah. Everyone wanted to be the next NFL, it seemed like. Right, yeah. So if you get a franchise team, you invest $10 million here, and then in 30 years, when this is bigger than soccer, like the MLS, now you're going to you got in for just 10 million, and now you're worth, 500 million. Right. That was what everyone was thinking. Hasn't really worked out that way.
How interesting.
So I think it's going to come back around, which I can't wait for. I can't wait for it to come back around to where it used to be, where we're all in the same building. We're all nerds. We're all sweaty, and we're all doing, the same.
Can confirm
thing.
We are all sweaty here.
Yeah. Matt's sweaty. Yeah. Matt's got a hoodie on and he's sweaty. I think esports is very powerful whenever we're all in the same room and there's, different fan bases and different esports players all talking to each other. And so I can't wait for that. So that just a long-winded answer of your question. I can't wait for that moment, which is kind of what we did this past weekend, where it was like a couple different esports doing things in the same room.
Yeah.
And so I would love to be involved with the great reset, I guess. Sorry, that just came out. the reset of esports. I can't. I would love to integrate, different esports. Allow me to interrupt the podcast for just a brief second while we talk about Center. Center CBD is just a wonderful product. There's so many different products to choose from. You've got the black and the white cans. You've got the balanced powder mixes and all sorts of things. Go to findyourcenter.com and follow them on Instagram as well at findyourcenter on Instagram. Center offers all natural hemp-derived CBD beverages with premium ingredients to help you find clarity and focus in your everyday life. At your bar, Center can be a great addition for your mixed drinks. Add the balanced powder to your drink of choice for a CBD boost without changing the flavor of your drink. CBD can also serve as a tasty alcohol alternative. You want to calm down, but you don't want that little bit of alcohol, maybe you're sober. Try Center. Take a sip, take a moment, and find your Center. Use Optic25 for 25% off your first order today. Thank you guys so much for listening to me speak and for watching the handsome Austin Cox mix up some wonderful drink. And yeah, thank you so much to Center for sponsoring the first season of Around the Bar. Now, back to the podcast.
That's sick. So it sounds like, I don't know, and maybe like this is something we could chat to as well, like finding your passion kind of thing. I think a lot of people struggle with like the concept of finding your passion, but it really sounds like you found yours. How do you, like, did that just hit you one day? You're like, oh shit, I love this? Or like, did it like slow build for you?
You ask me questions now? Is that what's going on?
I'm curious. You're an interesting guy, You should listen to this guy's podcast. He's really, he's fucking.
We're 3 episodes in. I just grew up, much how you said, I grew up watching YouTube instead of watching TV. And so I loved Call of Duty and I played with Blake and George when I was in high school. And I realized that people were making videos about Call of Duty. So I watched, Seth, started watching a bunch of people, and then I eventually found Scump and Nadeshot, and then so of course I just fell in love with Optic. So
did you watch them first and you work with them now, kind of thing?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I was Optic fans like to poke fun of me that I'm the fan that made it, but yeah, I was and still am a pretty diehard Optic fan. So that I would say that's my number one passion is Optic, and then events and things like that is what I think this platform and what all I've done in Optic and all Optic has done for me is kind of, I think that's going to be the next venture. Yeah.
Dude, sick.
So yeah. And I know to bring it back to you before you throw me another question, you watched some Call of Duty content too. I heard you were a big Nadeshot fan at one point.
Dude, huge. Yeah, you did watch the huge Nadeshot fan at one point. Still am big fan. Sid and I were like looking at their like wedding pictures and stuff, and like he had he did the whole like Italy thing, eh? Like where did they get married?
I have no idea.
Not Italy? I don't know. It was beautiful.
I have no idea. Whenever I got in, he was on his way out.
Right.
So we've only crossed paths a few times. We're buddies, but I don't know him that well. Yeah.
I would say I definitely was a fanboy of him for sure.
Yeah.
Especially like, cause like I wasn't really, again, I never like got super big into esports things. So like I discovered him after Optic when he was like his own kind of independent creator.
Oh, wow. So you missed the good part.
I missed the good part. Yeah, exactly. Yes, missed the good. Yeah. But like, I don't know, like I had a lot of respect for him as someone who, cause I was somebody who was niched up, right? To where like I'd been doing mobile gaming forever, and I had been doing Clash of Clans for 4 years, and then Pokemon Go for like 1 or 2 years. So like I was stuck in my niche, whether I liked it or not. Yeah. And he was cool to me because he was someone who transcended his niche. He did
100%.
He did the pro thing, he did the content creator thing, and then when he was done with gaming and when he was done with esports, he did like the vlog thing and he was successful there, and then he like made his own company, and then now he's got his own. You know, he's always been like, I don't know. I feel like he gets talked about a lot in the esports scene, but I think in the general creator space, he doesn't really get a whole lot of like. He's like, I feel like esports, kind of like mobile gaming, is in its own like little niche category of the internet, where like when you think of like content creators that have really like made it in like the grander scale of things, you think Mr. Beast, but like I don't know. I think Matt like is like a really inspirational person, is like as a creator, you know, like making the business and like doing the thing and like fueling the passions and like watching his evolution from like, again, competitor to creator in different categories to business owner to now he does whatever he wants. You know, that's really cool, right? So like I like have always kind of really looked up to that and like have appreciated that.
So you missed all the Call of Duty, basically the whole Call of Duty aspect of it, or did you watch?
I pretty much missed the entire Call of Duty aspect
Oh wow,
of
that's
it, yeah.
super interesting.
I watched when he did.
I bet
some
you
of his,
if he ever hears that, he's gonna love that, because when you break away from something, you're terrified. Like when I used to be a videographer for Optic, and I made a documentary series here, and then at some point I transitioned into being a content creator.
Yeah.
And it was terrifying. Because I was like, I always had that thing to fall back on. If I made a video over here for my personal channel, it's like, this is just what I do on the side. I'm actually a videographer over here. And then when I stopped doing that, I was so scared, which I can't imagine being a pro player for 10 years, however long he was a pro player, and then having to transition out of esports completely and making LA vlogs. You're like, what is going to happen now? Like, are people going to stick around? And even more importantly, are new people going to come in? Right. And it seems like, you know, you're one of those new people that came in and found inspiration out of that. That's dope. That's super
and like,
dope.
I don't know, like the confidence that he had in doing that was like the cool part of it, you know, was like, I'm sure like there was probably a nervousness of that. And like, you know, you don't want to kill your own YouTube channel, right? But like I want to do this now and I'm going to do it and I'm going to do it well and it's going to perform well and like, boom, executing on that. That's sick. But the whole transitioning from like one thing to another, I have a funny story from this last summer. So over the summer I went, right? Yeah, over the summer I like traveled like the whole month and I was in Japan for quite a bit of it. And again, so like I have like my MYSTIC7 thing, which is like Pokemon Go. I've got the new thing, which is Mystic Rips, which is Pokemon cards. Same thing, YouTube videos, shorts. We have like sell a lot of product. We're like actually we have some of our own product dropping pretty soon here, which is cool.
What kind? Give us a little sneak peek.
We got like, you know, like mystery box.
Oh.
Some like graded Pokemon card stuff. We've got like a bunch of Pokemon cards coming back from the grading services. We got some mystery packs and some things. We got like, you know, we got a good designer on it.
If only you knew somebody that was interested in Pokemon cards and liked, you know, ripping stuff on stream. You know, I'm just saying there might be some people that you know that maybe you've been included on their podcast before.
I will send you something.
So, enough smoke blowing up the ass, and you get what you want.
Right. I got you. No, but so I was in Tokyo in this card shop in Akihabara, which is like this big Pokemon card. It's just like there's a bunch of stores and stuff, but like primarily Pokemon card stores. Okay. Really known for that. And I was shopping upstairs, and this guy came up to me. Now, granted, I was in Japan then because I was in for Pokemon Worlds. I didn't get flown out by the Pokemon company, but I got like passes and like I obviously have like a relationship with them just from the years of Pokemon Go. So this guy came up to me in this card shop. He's like, "Yo, are you Mystic Rips?" And in my head I was like,
"Mystic? That's so sick."
I know,
bro,
right?
That is so sick.
Dude. In my head I was like,
"I
fuck,
love
it's working."
that." Yeah, I love that.
No way.
I love that.
I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What's up, dude?" He's like, "Oh, I just got finished watching your video, man. Like this is awesome seeing you here. Like that's cool that you made it out here." And I was like, "Yeah, you know, like I'm here with the Pokemon company for Pokemon Worlds." He's like, "Oh, you're with the Pokemon company, dude? You're really coming up on things. Like congratulations."
He just
like,
had no idea.
You know, it was so cool.
Yeah,
right.
I think that I got the same feeling the first time somebody was like, "Oh, are you Hitch from like TST instead of Optic?" And I'm just like, yeah, I am. That's me. Yeah, absolutely, I am.
It's like when your pet project starts to work. For sure,
yeah.
It's a crazy feeling.
And you've probably experienced that a few times, right? I mean, you've got Mystic. You had Mystic. What is it? Mystic Gaming?
Well, my second channel is just MYSTIC7 Plays. So like pretty much everything's been branded MYSTIC7 except for this new thing.
Did you start a React channel?
I did.
We all did.
Yeah,
I didn't even start a React. Our main channel is the React channel. We
videos
have
are good.
flopped. Yeah, we have flip-flopped. Yeah. It's 100 hours in Reacts, and that's all we do.
And it works, man.
It works. Hey, it works.
Yeah, dude, I keep watching Courage, bro. Courage is such a monster, man. Dude, his React channel is nuts. Do you know him personally? Sort of.
Bro, if you guys got into a room together, I would have to leave.
I know he's a YouTube degen at heart.
I would say whenever I bring up the people that are most obsessed, I would say I would put you and him in the same category.
Yeah,
so
that's what I hear about him.
Equal, yeah. One of my best friends. He's a great guy. But he is obsessed with YouTube.
He's
obsessed.
In it. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. So sorry, what were you gonna say about him?
No, basically he just what you're saying. He's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
He's really fucking good at it. You know,
So
his
good,
Reacts
yeah.
channel is fantastic. And I was watching his Reacts channel success, and I was like, fucking, I want to try this. But like, I tried doing it for like Pokemon, and some of the videos kind of went viral, but like, I couldn't be bothered to keep, because you gotta like source. You have to pay someone to source clips, and
or you just find an Atlas and he'll do it for free, and you work him to the bone.
I'll pay you $1
No.
an hour.
Oh, okay.
Which is more
I
than
was
he's
like-
paying you.
I was like,
You're doing
please
it for free.
don't give him an offer right now. He'll
like,
take it.
Hey, the team's expanded. I have hired actually for the first time ever in my like career. Like I have actual employees now.
Okay, how many?
We have 2 employees and 2 contractors.
Nice.
Yeah, which is sick. And I've never like been like I've had an editor for like
Okay.
years now, but I've never like been like people come into the office. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never had that before.
Yeah,
and people,
yeah.
It's so fucking cool.
Wait, you have an office, physical?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
My old apartment is our current office.
Nice.
So we're like running like a home studio kind of deal.
That is dope. That's really dope.
Yeah.
It's a risk because when you're popping, here's kind of what happened with TSC. We started popping and things were great. We were like, we need help, so we got an editor and a all things Atlas. And he just does everything. And and then we kind of things have kind of gone down a little bit, and it's just like, okay, well, now you're working for multiple people, not just you.
Right.
It puts a little pressure on you, but it also is kind of like the fire, under your ass to keep things going. Because
I like that.
with creators, everyone will talk about the word burnout, and burnout is a real thing, and it's something that I think every creator has gone through. But when you're working for more than just you, it's a lot harder to get burnt out because you're working for your whole team, and it's a very teamwork type thing. Do you have that feeling with you? It's like a team aspect.
There's it's like, is it Freud who has the quote of like any?
Isn't that the guy who had like well, it's Freud? Oh no, sorry, keep going.
Well, the like
This bee sting's hitting me.
It's stung over here. Fuck it, that's what I wanted. No, a man with a Y can survive anyhow, or there's some saying that's like that of like if you basically. If what you're existing for is like solid and you really believe in it, like you can exist through anything, like you can go through anything. And I feel like as a creator, if when you wake up and like all you're doing is just trying to like make content and like you're kind of just existing for the content you create, and the algorithm's going to fluctuate and your views are going to go up and down, and there's like nasty comments, like it's really hard to like ground yourself in anything other than like yourself and your content, which are so it's easier to burn out like that. But like you're saying, right, when there's more that you're existing for, you've got like employees under you, you've got people who you're taking care of, like you've got a parent back at home that you're funding and like helping with their care, or you've got like a sick relative, like there's like a lot more to like fire you up, and like there's a lot more I guess consequence to you failing, and there's like a lot more reason for you to want to succeed, so like I think burnout is definitely like, I don't know, I've had 2 major burnouts in my like career, so like it definitely happens, but like I've noticed that like lately in the last year, 2 years, I've worked harder than I ever have. I've worked more hours, more consistently, like more degen, like I've had more sleepless nights, like, but at the same time, I also have found more balance, and also I have not only have I not burned out, but like I haven't felt close to what burning out felt like. Well, again, I haven't been close to it. Knock on wood, obviously. There's just like a new.
I feel the same way. Yeah, I think burnout happened when I was doing vlogs and recording the vlogs and editing the vlogs and putting them up every single day, trying to be Casey Neistat like everyone was trying to be in 2016. You did it too?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I think you did a lot longer than I did, because you were screen capping. Are you talking about Pokemon days or before that?
Well, no, the Pokemon Go days I was doing Casey Neistat-esque edits with the videos and stuff.
It's fun. We all did it.
Yeah,
it was fun, but then you're doing that and you're doing other things at the same time, and you're just like, I am doing so much. But once you have a team, it's like almost, I feel like I'm really good at knowing what I'm really good at and tackling that 100%, and then also knowing what other people are really good at and letting them crush it way more than I would. Because if I do it and it's not done perfectly, then someone's gonna have to come up behind me and clean up the pieces.
Right.
And so I feel like I've gotten pretty good, especially in our team. Our team right now is 5 people.
Nice.
And in TST, I mean, in Optic, we got like 150 people or something.
That's so sick.
Yeah, we kind of lost track at this point, but
Hell yeah.
everybody's good. I mean, Austin Cox, the guy who's making our drinks right now, is one of our lead producers, but he used to be a bartender before being a producer. And so I was like, yo, I've got this thing, like, maybe you can make some bee stings from my man Mystic.
Let me just say he's a great bartender, Cheers to you, my friend.
So yeah, I agree with you. Like having a team is something that, is not really attainable when you're first starting, but building towards a team I think is great. It's a dream. It's not necessary, but it is a dream.
Well, I think, so one thing though, Austin, right? Okay, listen, you make a good drink, but I don't know if you tried the drink that we made for our friend behind the cameras here.
Yeah. Did you try Matt's drink? We made it's called, we have a name for it. It's called a prison bee
sting. Yeah.
A prison bee sting. It's a lot of tequila and some jalapenos and a little bit of lime juice.
It's good. It's good.
How is it, Matt?
It's all gone, man.
Did you actually finish
You
that,
finished
bro?
it?
No, I didn't even drink.
Oh, wait. Give some to Austin.
Hero.
Give some to Austin. See if he likes it. You what? Oh, he had to empty it out so he could muddle the next jalapeno.
Oh, it's right here. That's the glass. Oh, we can make you another one in like 3 seconds, dude.
Oh yeah. Did you want some more? Did you want some more prison bee sting?
I think I'm good for the moment.
You're good.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
He's
work
gotta
hours.
produce.
It's work hours.
Right.
Yeah. That is really, really, really funny.
No, but and then here we'll
keep going.
Well, just one quick thing on the team front, especially for those of anybody out there who's like an aspiring creator or people who are a solo creator who are looking to like expand your brand and grow. I think right now is an interesting time in the content creation space to where the barrier of entry is very high right now for content creation. Whereas 10 years ago, 5 years ago when we started, the barrier was much lower, right? Like it was just kind of like random people making random videos. Whereas now people have full teams. I think right now it's a really, really important time if you're a creator, if anybody out there is a creator, you want to make content, it's really good, invest in an editor. Like save money, mow some lawns, like do the whole grind where you're like saving up money and hire a short form editor or a long form editor. Editing is such an important key part of content creation, especially for short form. And like, I don't know, you can teach yourself how to do it and that is a good thing to know. Yeah. But what you will outgrow, if you're a creator and you become successful, you're going to outgrow having to edit. So if you get ahead of that already and like you figure out how to like with limited budget and finance, if you figure out how to like make an editor work, I don't know, man, you got to have an editor, especially if you're going to perform, if you want your content to perform at any level that's like sustainable, you need to have somebody who knows how to edit for you. Because again, the barrier right now on what constitutes like a good video versus not is like really high.
For sure.
So I think like team is like super important right now for YouTube for those who want to, especially like mid-cap YouTubers who want to be like very successful or like do multiple channels or get like, the 10 million plaque, like run that whole thing. I haven't done that, but like rolling that whole thing, like you need a team, and thumbnail designers as well. Paying someone else to make a thumbnail for you is like key meta. An editor and a thumbnail designer, like you like almost need now especially as like a mid to larger YouTuber.
Yeah. I would say that short form content is probably a better like marketing or advertisement for your content than like maybe any other marketing ever.
Easily.
Billboards or commercials or anything. Like
nothing
has transferred. Like I don't even know if I knew who Andrew Schultz was before like short form content or any of these like podcast, like how many podcasts have blown up?
That's not he was coming here for.
I thought he was too. He can have tequila whenever he wants it. There's so many. I mean, how many podcasts have blown up because of short form or especially stand up comedians or even YouTubers in some aspects. I can't believe some of these big name YouTubers just dedicate a day and go out and they film the whole day is dedicated to a 7-second. 15-second short form. Right? See, I have never dedicated a full-time video to a short form yet in my career. Yep. But you've done that multiple times.
Sort of. We're doing it more now as like the TikTok product function exists.
Right.
So like let's say like okay, for example, like I am gonna fly to Korea next week, and I booked a first class ticket to Korea. Fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
For sure.
So in an attempt to try to like, make up the expense of it, I've got a YouTube video idea where I'm going to do like a $1 versus $1,000 pack challenge where like a $1 Pokemon card pack, a $10, $100, $500, $1,000 pack.
Yeah.
And I'm going to open them all in the first class, like inside the airplane. It's like, and the whole concept of the video will be like opening packs in an airplane, whatever.
Okay.
So that video will be a long form video, but we're going to convert it into a short form. And then all the packs that I open up in that video, the ones that we have in stock to sell, we'll link that as a product on the TikTok. So the TikTok most likely will go viral because it's a long form video converted into short. It's going to do great.
Yeah.
And then we have that product in there as well that we can now promote through our short form that like will sell on TikTok as well and help like recoup the cost of the plane ticket or whatever. So like the whole short form game and like and that's the thing too though is that you don't have to go out and like Mr. Beast is an exception, right? You don't have to go out and shoot this very complicated idea that's only made for short form. You can. But the real meta for creators who like have a smaller team or like less bandwidth like myself and yourself as well is like if you make a long form video, you just convert it into the short form. You know? Like I made a video where I did like it was like I had like a Pokemon Go account that like had like $1 spent on it, and then one that had 10,000, and I compared the two, and the video itself went viral, like over 1 million views. And then I just had my editor convert that into a short form, and then that thing did like 5 million views as a YouTube short. You know, so like it's just super easy. Just recycling content is like the game.
Reacts is the same way. I mean, we have reacted to. Well, luckily, we hit it at the right time with Apex. I mean, Apex is a huge community, and they're really supportive of what we do because we never watched Apex, so we were noobs that were reacting to Apex, and it just blew up. And then we make that into short form content, and oh my god, it has exploded.
Yeah, you guys are great.
So I guess I it's just when you see like Mr. Beast or Ryan Trahan or these people that are making like specific short form, they're dedicating time. It can mess with you mentally because you're like, am I doing enough? Like I don't. Everyone else is doing so much that like even when you're doing as much as we're doing on a day-to-day basis, I bet you that's
this guy works more than anybody you know, and I guarantee that. I didn't mean to point at you. Sorry, don't.
That is not true. You're going to Tokyo in like 5 days.
No,
so so like, do you still have those thoughts? Like, am I doing enough? Because you're doing a fucking lot. You're doing a lot.
But it's so fun.
Yeah.
So fun.
Oh, it is fun.
It's so fun.
It is.
Bro,
it is super fun.
Sid like gave me Sydney Goodman girlfriend podcast.
Sid from now on.
Yeah. So her and I we have a tradition to where like we have there's like these cards. It's like a card game that's made that like you're supposed to use like when you're meeting new people. They'll just give you like random questions, or like when you're like in a new relationship, they're like random questions.
Okay.
So we like have a thing where like we'll like pull cards and just like ask each other questions.
Alexis and I do that too.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's just fun. It's like I don't know. It's like questions you'd never ask, and like you get to learn each other better. But in one of these conversations, she like hit me with like a real talk of like, okay, like because the prompt was something along the lines of like I don't know, like give a point of feedback that might be hard to, something like that. The good tequila.
Nice. Who knows? It could be the same. Because apparently that tequila's pretty good too.
He thinks he got on like a Google ad.
Yeah, I looked up how to make a bee sting, and it said get this specific tequila, and that's the one I got. It's called what is it? Tequila reposado.
El Reformador.
And say get that specific tequila, unless that's like a type of tequila. It might not even be a brand.
Nice looking bottle.
It looks good. It looks good though.
No, El Reformador right here, bro.
Oh, okay.
After enough of these, I'll be El Reformador as well.
So then this must be like the
type. El Reforma floor.
This must be like the type of tequila.
Oh yeah, Reposado is. You're a bartender.
Yep. What's the difference?
Reposado and Ajo Blanco.
Right.
I don't know the difference though.
So the Blanco is clear. God damn it, Reposado.
Ajo's like a yellowish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Darker one,
I didn't get God then. I'm just dumb. It's a big difference. So I thought I was reading the brand. I thought this was the brand.
Oh, that's funny.
It's just the type of tequila. I'm good. Nice. We're good. I'm not.
Get stung.
I did not get got. I'm just dumb, and that's the good thing. That's a good thing.
That's the tagline.
Yeah.
What is it? But like one of the things was like she like pulled me aside. She was like, you have a tendency of getting too excited about like things and like going out and like trying to do them.
Yep.
You know, and like not thinking about it enough. And like that's very true. So like I don't know. That's kind of like how I am. To where like I don't really. Right now, especially, I don't feel like I'm not doing enough because every idea that I have, I try to execute on.
Yeah,
and like
you hit hard.
And there's like so many things that I'm trying to do at once. And anytime I get a new idea, like I also try to do that too. So like I know at all times I'm trying to do too much. Like if I were to like shave a couple things off of like my wheel, I would probably perform better at the stuff that that are like the YouTube channels and stuff. But like I don't know, shit's so exciting, and like the more successful you are, the nice thing with success, the more successful you are, the more opportunities you get, and the more I guess you would say like resources you get to act on opportunities, right?
Yeah.
Because like some things need money, and then some things need connections, and then some things need this and that, or like know-how, and like the more successful you get, the more you can do. I just have a problem with doing too much. It's just so fun.
Yeah,
it's so much fun.
Do you have anybody that brings you back down to earth?
Sid.
Yeah, that's the Lexus for me.
Well, so yeah, Sid, and then my brother Jake, he and I are in business together on the
Yeah.
new Mystic Rips business, and
Oh,
he
cool.
definitely is he's a bit more risk averse, and he's like slower paced,
Okay.
and I'm very like risk forward and like fast paced. So I'm like really happy that it's balancing out now as him as my business partner. Obviously,
Right.
like when I have these crazy ideas, like I'll run them past him, and he'll give me his thoughts, and usually he's the one to kind of like balance me out on that. So
Okay.
I think that's important too. I've listened to so many podcasts and shit on like successful founders and businessmen just talking about like how to get there, right? And it seems like having a team full of people who will like balance your strengths and weaknesses, or like
Yeah.
help balance out like your crazy ideas if you're one to have a lot of them, is important. So like definitely like.
Was it scary going into business with family or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been worried about that. I've always wanted to like bring my brother and my friends on to like stuff that I'm doing. Like
Mm-hmm.
I would love to like share that success and like bring everybody in, like we all succeed
Right.
together kind of thing. But yeah, I was terrified about like going to business with like, I don't want to ruin relationships. I really
Yep.
value this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a lot of conversations with friends and business owner friends of mine who have worked and do work with family just to make
Cool.
sure that like it's like done right.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. Ooh, this looks different, bro.
Oh, this one's perfect.
Yeah, right.
This one's perfect.
A little reposado, or
Yeah, reposado, which is the type of tequila, not the brand.
So you thought it read "rip us offo," and you're like, I got ripped off.
That's exactly what I thought.
Right.
Cheers.
Yeah, we're gonna
Cheers
try this
again.
way?
I think we're at like 4 now. I don't know. It's 2 p.m. This is the only time we've shot an around the bar during the day.
Really?
Yeah.
I had to make it interesting.
Yeah, you did, and I'm sure if anybody gets if we come into any like sort of complications, I'll just get them drunk too, and then we're fine.
Nice, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if Roger comes back over here, just feed him tequila. Are you guys?
We'll
cool
make
with that?
him a
Okay.
prison bee sting.
Yeah, exactly. Prison
Right.
bee sting's good. Yeah. So you go into. Have you had any hiccups with working with family or have you worked with friends as well or no?
Sort of. So my channel and like my stuff, like business, kind of like blew up in high school, right? So like I didn't know what the fuck I was.
Oh
doing,
wow.
you know
So
what
you
I'm
never worked? Have you worked a real job?
saying? No. Well, no. I interned at a local television station for like 2 years. These guys. And I was it's called an explorer. It was like a cadet. I was an explorer for my local police station for like 2 years. Like I was gonna either be a cop or I was gonna be like going like to like film and editing. So like I was doing both. And
cool.
then YouTube blew up and just kind of took over both of them. Like I quit both of them around the same time.
You would have been the only viral YouTuber cop.
Dude, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I got the ass for being a cop, so I should have done it.
Patrolling for 100 hours.
Wow, that's insane.
You just use your own body. I don't think that's
a really good.
I don't think
idea.
that's legal, but
That's not legal.
It would be good.
But it'd
I
be
would
viral.
watch it. Would you guys watch it?
Like
Matt-
I patrolled for
Matt
100
would.
hours, and it's like the cop with like his gun, like desk popping at like 3 a.m. Just being like, that's
Maybe
a
not.
great thumbnail.
That's how you would police?
For sure.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't be. No, I would. But I would make the thumb. If I was the thumbnail
You were
designer
the
for the police
thumbnail.
officer, right?
Okay.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah. So no, I never like had like I guess like a proper paying job,
Right.
Because like YouTube kind of took off before that. But YouTube took off in high school. Obviously, I didn't know what I was doing, and I definitely didn't know how to like pay taxes or do accounting, especially when like the money really started coming in. So my mom is the one who kind of came in and helped me like manage and build the business. Like she helped me incorporate, and she had lawyers to help too. So like I've kind of like I've always done business with family in a way. To like my mom and I've always like she's always been there to help run my company. And only until the last couple of years I was like fortunate enough to find and hire a new team so that she could like fully retire and like not have to worry about my stuff. So I was really happy about that.
Cool.
And she was happy about that too. So that was good. But so like I kind of like I've done that, right? But
Yeah.
it's different when your mom's helping you on something versus like you and a partner going to business together.
Yeah,
so
building
Jake and
a
I,
business.
his name is Jake. Jake and I going to business together was like, I don't know, it's a learning experience, right? But like we have
Yeah.
really good chemistry. Like obviously like we get along super duper well. We hated
Mm-hmm.
each other when we did not get along as kids.
Really?
And then
Okay.
during high school, we like really like actually like found our, I don't know, like we like refound our relationship, I guess. And like
Yeah.
we like became super close. So he and I are super duper close. We have a lot of fun running the business together.
Good.
And again, like we balance each other out really well.
Yeah.
And it has worked wonderfully. But like, I feel like that's not even a brother thing. I think that's just like anybody that you end up doing business with, it's like, there's like a saying in like the startup community is like your most important decision is who you're going to marry. And the second most important decision is who you're going to co-found a business with or who your partners are going to be in a business. Right. Because like when you sign up,
Congrats.
So good,
I don't know where it's coming from, but Nick got another sub.
that's passive
so.
income, bro. He's like offline right now. Just get them subs.
Yeah,
Love it.
definitely go check out Nick's stream. I
Shout out to
don't know.
Nick. Yeah. But like, when you sign up to create a business with somebody, right? Like it's a marriage, man. Like, businesses are like, they last like 5 to 10 years if you're successful, right? You're like, you're locked in with that person and you're making super important big money decisions that could like bury you as a person financially. These are, it's a really important person who you choose to go into business with. So like, it's always scary to make that choice, whether it be a friend or a colleague or, your brother. Like, you kind of just like hope that it works out. And so far it's worked out great. But like we're on like I think we're month like 5 or 6 right now.
Oh, y'all are babies.
Yeah.
We're Blake. I've never had a brother. I'm an only child. So Blake and George are the closest things I've ever had to brothers.
So sick.
We're on year. We're on year 4. Coming up on year 4.
Dude, congrats! That's so sick.
I don't know how the fuck we made it.
Business?
I have no idea how we made it, but once you hit year 2, you'll start having some sticky conversations.
Okay,
but
look part of that.
But I mean, as long as at the end of the day, you guys like love each other. And you put that first, then everything else will work itself.
Right.
Everything else, you put yourself. We do a really good. Blake, George, and I do a really good job of putting each other in each other's shoes, putting ourselves in each other's shoes.
Nice, yeah.
And that's really all you got to do is and realize at the end of the day that it's better to give, as Drake said, it's better to give that 15% to people you fuck with.
Right. God's plan.
God's plan.
Yeah.
So that's exciting, man. I'm excited to see where Mystic Ribs goes as far as the business side, and I know you're gonna crush. I mean, I'm not worried about the content side.
Dude, have you seen the channel? I don't want to flex.
I have.
We're gonna hit 100,000 subs this
Can
week.
you pull it up, Matt?
Bro.
Mystic Ribs.
Let me flex some YouTube. Let me flex some YouTube on you.
Okay,
You know what I'm
let's do it.
Dude, I'm so excited about this. So I've been uploading to this channel for like a year now, right?
Yeah.
So a little over a year. We've had some viral videos, but like we've never experienced like really true channel growth.
Right.
And now I think we.
You think you got it?
I think we hit it. So we're at 95.1. We'll hit 100K this week.
Oh,
all right.
shit.
1 day ago, 33,000. Dude, 4 days ago, 113.
Yes, sir.
Bro. 51, 78, 40, 40. You know what I'm saying? So like it's been like consistent.
Yeah.
Our short game. Wait, click that shorts tab. Our short form game is going well too. And we've been like really trying on the short form stuff. So
look at that
that's
thumbnail.
my face. Heck yeah. 20, 21, 37, 58, 30. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like on a channel under 100,000 views or 100,000 subs. We have some like big shorts that like kind of went viral as well.
Yeah.
Some like hundreds and 300s. But like
isn't it funny
stomping.
isn't it funny like starting a new channel, working on a new channel after having an already successful channel?
It's weird, bro.
And it's like you get that 10,000 view mark.
Dude,
because
right.
because your actual channel has had extreme success.
Worked
extreme out. Not actual channel, your Mystic not actual.
the other
sorry.
channel.
Your other channel, your Mystic channel. Our MYSTIC7 channel you had extremely viral videos. I know the videos, you've done some Clash of Clans videos, some Pokemon Go videos that have just gone nuclear. But when you're working on that new baby, bro, I think it was a couple months ago, Matt and I were working on Eclipse channel, and it's like if a video got 1,500 views,
right.
you're just like,
yes!
We're making it. We're right? doing this thing. And so it's funny how you find that passion, you re-find that passion all over again.
Yeah, it's so funny. Because like, dude, like if I got 30,000 views in a day on my main channel, I'd probably finish this entire handle right here. You know what I'm saying? But dude, getting 30K in a day on that, it's like, dude, that's like mind blowing for us. Like, let's go. You know, it's really exciting. Like the whole like new project, new stuff. It's really exciting. So
and it reinvigorates the feeling of that, like, you know what the fuck you're doing. Like, I am a content creator. I know how to make content. I mean, you've seen, like, I think you've seen Ludwig and I think Mr. Beast has done it, but not made a video about it, where they just try to prove the algorithm right, where they start a YouTube channel and they try to make it successful without the help of their own marketing.
Can I show you another YouTube channel?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we briefly touched on this. Can you search the channel Hollow, HALLOW? It's going to be like a red profile picture with like a hand holding up like a horizontal iPhone. Okay, so I'll tell you the story of this channel in a second. So I'm starting a new YouTube channel as well. So we have the Mystic Rips channel going. We're starting a new one. I am obsessed. We started off, I'm addicted to YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was either between I'm addicted to YouTube or hi, my name is Brandon and I've started way too many YouTube channels. I was trying to think of which one I should go with.
Well, I'm starting a new one. So
okay,
so I'll explain this one in a second.
Sorry.
This one's, you'll like the story.
Okay.
But we're starting a new YouTube channel. It's going to be called Pokefacts.
Pokefacts.
And essentially what it's going to be documentary style, complete, all B-rolled, right? All B-rolled. So there's going to be no face to the channel. It's going to be documentary styled stories on the Pokemon card universe. So our first video, which I have no problem with giving away.
Okay.
Which is why I share my close friends. You know, like I don't care like who sees
You're gonna
what I'm
do it
doing.
first.
Well, I'll do it best too. You know what I'm saying?
And you'll
like,
do it best.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So like the first video we're going to make.
He's not cocky. He's confident.
Yeah, right. You know.
Or maybe a little bit.
Health
It depends.
mix,
Depends on how many bee stings we've had.
This is true. This is 4 or 5. But what's it called? Oh yeah, so PokeFacts. Our first video is going to be the full history of Pokemon cards. So basically, going over what predated Pokemon cards, what happens when they were first released in Japan, when they first brought to the US, and then every time a new set came out, when like EXs were first released, when the VMAXs, like going through the full history of Pokemon cards. And the reason why I'm making that video is because I saw. Not this channel, close to this channel. I saw another channel called Havoc Gaming. You don't got to search him up. But he did a Clash of Clans video that was like the full history of Clash of Clans. Video had like 5 million views in a year. And I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, okay, I'll do the same thing. And then I made the full history of Pokemon Go in the Pokemon Go niche. Video got like 600,000 views in a year. Wow. So then we're just going to take the same thing and make it in another category. There's strategies with YouTube to where they apply horizontally across all different niches. Of course. And the whole like the Sunny V2 documentary style docu-series stuff is a huge trend on YouTube, especially with longer videos that have higher average view duration. So we're gonna make a YouTube channel. I already have like the team assembled for this. We're like in scripting right now in our first video. We'll hopefully get it shot late this week, edited next week, posted next week. We're gonna go for like 1 video a week, move to 2 videos a week. We're starting now. I'm excited. But like a new channel like this. So, and then this is kind of like not why I'm doing it, but this was like a inspiration. So here, go to his videos. So this channel is called Hollow, The Real Hollow. This channel was started by a YouTuber called KFC Clash. KFC Clash was an ex-Mr. Beast employee who quit the Mr. Beast team to make his own Clash Royale YouTube channel and videos. He made the highest viewed Clash Royale videos that had ever been uploaded at the time. He is a god of YouTube. So then what he did, that's him in the top left. That's like his face reveal. What he did though, and if you're like watch the videos, you'll understand what he did, is he hired a script writer who scripted these videos out. So like, let's say right there, Clash Royale's rarest moments, bottom left. You don't have to click it, but like 9 months, 1.4 million views. He came up with the concepts. He hired a script writer. He hired a voice actor, and then hired an editor, and he just made this channel on the side. It wasn't even his face. It wasn't his words. It wasn't his script. He just knew how to make viral YouTube videos. He crafted the idea. He had other people who were good at specific parts make those parts, and then he put the whole thing together. He made the thumbnail, I'm sure, himself, because these are easy. Yeah. And then he uploaded it. And look at the views.
They're clickable.
This is a side channel. This is a side project. He's not even trying. Like, this is crazy. And these kind of videos.
So wait, so what do you think he does to send the scripts in? He just gives them a brief outline and
you need someone who's, so he's doing Clash, let's say he does like a Clash of Clans video. You need someone who's familiar with the game, right? So he might take some time and sit down and write the script himself in a way to where it's like, here's all the data points and like, here's like where you should be cheeky and funny about this fact and that fact. But if you watch the video, it's a voice actor. So he hands this video off to a voice actor. So maybe the voice actor like polishes the script up to make it like more like a story that's actually going through. And then the voice actor records it, sends it in, the editor makes it, and then it's done. So this is it. You know what I'm saying? This is like, and this is kind of stuff that we're going to be doing. These are
with Pokemon Go.
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon
TCG.
cards.
So it's telling stories, you know, like old versus 2022 Clash Royale, or 15 Clash Royale ideas that were rejected, 20 world records. It's these videos. I use Notion. My team and I use Notion. And in our Notion document, we have like a tag for certain videos called throwback. These are like throwback videos to where these are videos that are telling stories that happened in the past that are super interesting to look back on. Wow. That is a key meta. So like that's what the new channel's working on right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So one of my team members right now is doing the data.
Cool.
So obviously like bringing all the data together of like what needs to be about, because when you make a video about something and you're a YouTuber, you need to know everything about the topic. You need to have all the fun 100%. Facts. You need to know everything, right? Yeah. So I've got one of my team members who's doing that, who's in charge of gathering all the data, and then I'm partnering up with another YouTuber friend of mine, JT Gilly. And I work on this together. Yeah. So then Gilly will be script writing. So he's going to take all the data from my employee, and then he's going to script a video. He'll record the voiceover. Cool. And then I've got an editor and a thumbnail designer. So then I get that. Then we create the video, and then we're going to post it to this new channel like once a week.
So what is it about the ceiling of Pokemon cards rather than Pokemon Go?
Okay, so view ceilings is interesting. This is a whole other conversation. I'll be brief with it. So the way to gauge a view ceiling is you just look in the niche community that you're in, and you see what the most viewed videos are and like how long it took to get there. So for example, and I was talking to this guy named Orange Juice Gaming, OJ Gaming. He's like one of the best Clash Royale. He's a YouTube genius, but in the mobile gaming scene, he does Clash Royale. I was talking to him about this, and basically like so long story, OJ thought the view ceiling for Clash Royale was around 2 million views. And then KFC Clash, the guy who owns that channel, came around and made Clash Royale videos that were getting 10 million views. So OJ was like, oh shit, there's more here, tried harder, got huge views, right? Nice. So I did the same thing to where it's like, okay, like I think that the view cap per month, like the maximum amount of views that I can get per month in Pokemon Go is like 2.5 million. But I think that I can actually get to 5 million, so I'll try that. So then we made it to 5, and then you keep going, right? Like you keep seeing where the view ceiling actually exists. So right now, where the view ceiling is for Pokemon Go is around 2 million views. So the most views you'll get on a Pokemon Go video is around 2 million views in one video, right? And then it kind of dies out. In Clash of Clans, the view ceiling is it's like around 5 million. Clash Royale is around 10 million. Pokemon cards also around 10 million. So Pokemon Go view ceiling's at 2, Pokemon cards at 10.
I didn't realize the Supercell games are that much.
Oh, dude, they're popping still.
Really?
Popping. Well, you saw that video.
Well,
dude,
obviously, but I guess I had just assumed that Pokemon Go was still king of
it has
mobile.
more active players.
That's what
but
it is.
Clash, the Supercellian games have more active viewers.
Oh, nice.
Supercell's done a really good game at a really good job at funneling users from their game onto YouTube, because like Supercell will make like these very intricate, cool animated trailers, link them in game, and move their players from in game onto YouTube. So that funnel has helped the YouTube community a lot.
Okay.
Really smart thing for developers if they're thinking about how to.
All right, Matt, you ready? You ready for this shit? We're doing COD.
Oh yeah.
We're doing COD documentaries. Are you ready to voice act?
Absolutely, man.
Oh, dude,
Absolutely.
listen. You and I both were busy people. But if you wanted to start a fucking side channel that's like this for Call of Duty,
Dude, I've actually
I believe there's views in COD. I know.
I
know
dude.
for a fact.
So I'm a massive fan of Super Smash Bros. Melee. They've been playing the same game since 2001.
Yep.
It's the longest running esports scene in I think esports history. There might be one or two like other niche little games, but as far as like viewership that's still popping, Melee is king.
Cool.
And so there are channels dedicated to little tiny documentaries that are like 20 minutes long about one set and one moment that happened 15 years ago, and explaining it to the new people that are watching the videos that are watching the scene. And it's so well done. I mean, I got to give a shout out to Turn Down for Walt. He's one of the, in the Melee stats, there's a bunch of really, really good channels out there that are really good at telling those stories. And no one's doing that in COD. There's one guy, T-Dog, his name is T-Dog, and he's starting to do it. He's starting to do it on the campaign side. So reliving like Modern Warfare 2 campaigns and COD 4 campaigns and maybe little Easter eggs that happened. And because now people that are playing COD don't even remember the good days. Like they don't remember the good ones. You know what I mean? So
really, there's no one making those videos? Like
nobody.
Top 5 Central, like Tommy at Top 5 Central does like those top 5, like those top videos for Fortnite. Like no one's doing that for COD.
See, like top 5 plays and top 5 moments.
Not plays.
See,
but
I don't
like,
know if I know. I'm
like
not
top 5 glitches or top 100 pass updates or like top 50 secrets in Fortnite. Like just like the random. Like top 25 Easter eggs. Like
see, people make that. People make that in COD, and that does really well, especially in Warzone. Top 5 spots or glitches or
talking more about
metas.
like looking back on the history of Call of Duty and pulling stories from the history of Call of Duty.
Stories that people nowadays would not have known about.
Right.
And I think there's so many storylines that are like not well documented or have, like there's a video called on Melee Stats called like Brandon versus Waffles or something like that.
I'm Brandon, by the way.
It's something like that, and it's about a set that happened in Melee like 8 years ago that was such a horribly viewed set. It was so bad, and it was such a horrible viewing experience that it only had 500 views on YouTube. And he made an entire documentary about it, and that documentary got like 800,000.
Dude, sick.
And it's just like that kind of thing could be so well done in COD.
No one's doing that for COD.
And no one's doing it.
Okay, any YouTubers watching, either wait to post this podcast until after you've already done it yourself. Is this something you want to do? Or somebody, please God, do this. Dude, there's such a market right now for like those kind of videos, you know? And it's like, so, okay, the way to make a viral gaming content is you don't want to make a video for somebody who plays that video game every day.
100%.
You want to make a video for someone who's heard of that video game.
100%.
Or who once upon a time maybe played the video game.
Yeah.
If you think of COD, dude, fucking
everyone's played
COD.
COD. Everybody. And I think Halo was another one. I think people could make Halo videos.
Dude, docu-series, documentary style, easy.
150%. Have you ever heard of Summoning Salt?
No.
You never heard? Can you look up Summoning Salt? This is the only one that I'll show.
Yeah,
I know I've brought up a lot of people.
No, bring
but
more. I'm so
he makes documentary series and documentary videos about the speedrun community.
Okay.
Bro, it is incredible.
Yeah.
It's so good. He goes into the different like nuances of what you need to do in order to do well in certain. I mean, look at the
so sick,
dude. It's a bunch of Nintendo games and old school games because those are the highest speedrun games. But I mean, dude, if you ever get a chance to, if you ever got like an hour to kill, you're eating or whatever.
Yeah, these are long. This is good.
Alexis and I sit down and watch these all the time. It's very, very well done.
Also,
And
for anybody who wants a financial incentive, if you have an hour-long video with 3.6 million views, it's like $50K.
summoning Salt.
Yeah.
He's never. I don't think he's ever shown his face, but if he wants to,
This
I'd love
guy.
to have him here.
Yeah.
And we can drain some bee stings.
Right. They're good, by the way, with summoning salt. You can wear the Halo mask. Just get on the show.
So yeah, I think there's it's funny because on YouTube you want that fast pace, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
But also there's such a
Yes.
a venture when it comes to long form videos and really well crafted like storytelling videos.
Like this, like podcasts and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
definitely like a market for both for sure. But this kind of stuff, man, the documentary style, dude.
It's what I'm very fueled by passion, and that I would love to do something like
Man,
that.
why
But
don't you guys do it at Optic, bro? Just like Optic fucking Optic.
we've got plenty of Matt's got plenty of
Whatever.
time. Give him a few prison bee stings, and I'm sure he can make some documentaries.
Matt.
Oh,
it's
we'll be
time.
making stuff. We get the prison bee stings. We'll make stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Alright.
I'm gonna watch it.
I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna watch it. This is a history of Optic.
I'll watch the first one just for you. You know.
All right, so yeah, I asked you earlier. Your biggest passion is your passion. Is it mobile? Is it Pokemon? Or is it views? Or is it business? Is it future? Is it what is it? Is it what is it? Is
It's
it
like-
success?
I don't know. I think it's a lot of things. I think the thing with success is that you need to be passionate about multiple things or fueled by multiple things.
Right.
So that as like I don't know, let's say I was passionate about mobile gaming. Or let's say I was passionate about Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Go had a shitty month of updates, right? If I'm only passionate about about Pokemon Go and it has one bad month, my whole month is ruined because of that, and everything else that I do is ruined because the one main thing that I ground myself in is like terrible, right?
Yeah.
So like I think it's important for anybody that's trying to achieve success. You know, it's like you want to be grounded in multiple things, right? Like I'm interested in being successful. I'm interested in making good YouTube videos. I'm interested in catching good Pokemon. I'm interested in collecting cool
Yeah.
There's like all these different things that I feel like I'm passionate about, and it helps keep me balanced to where like for like right now, like Pokemon Go sucks ass.
Really?
So while Pokemon Go sucks ass, the Pokemon card world is really exciting.
Okay.
And this new business I'm starting, and this thing and that. There's so many things, you know? So like I don't know, when it comes to like my passions, I feel like having a lot of them at once is helpful. But I would say like fundamentally though, I think creating has always been like my passion.
Your passion, yeah.
Yeah, because
same.
I like
I'm with you.
new ideas. I like the idea of thinking about something and making it in the real world.
Yeah.
You know, I used to love Legos, right? Like it was
Mm-hmm.
like Legos for me when I was a kid, and then like I got really into like YouTube and stuff like that. Like I
Mm-hmm.
loved before I did YouTube videos, I loved like filming videos and editing them and like making these like cheesy, crappy homemade video kind of things, right?
Yeah.
Like I love thinking of something and then trying to make it real. That's
Yeah.
been so fun. So that's business, that's YouTube, that's anything. You know, like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everything that I do, like fundamentally is thinking of something and then making it real. So I think that's kind of like where my passion lies.
Awesome. So we've talked about business ventures. We've talked about YouTube a lot. So now let's get into like what you have been. Let's get into the nuances of what content you do make and the stories or the the behind the scenes of those communities. So I do want to talk about Pokemon Go. You just said Pokemon Go sucks ass, even though you told me you weren't going to cuss, and then you cussed like 100 times on this podcast.
I didn't say that I wasn't. See, I got stung, bro. I got stung.
You got
know?
stung.
My tongue got stung.
The sting will do it. So if you were to explain to somebody who has never played Pokemon Go, why does it suck ass?
Okay,
right
I'm being a little harsh right now. It doesn't suck ass,
Right.
But it does a little bit. So the problem with Pokemon Go right now is that like the game is in a difficult point, I guess you would say, to where the developers Niantic made a ton of money in COVID because everybody was home, and then Pokemon Go had a resurgence, and they had a couple of very key fundamental updates, like remote raids. So like the game was really exciting during COVID. They made a ton of money. Then they reinvested all this money they made into a bunch of new projects that just didn't happen and didn't work. And also they nerfed a lot of key features in Pokemon Go, like remote raids, that were making all of the money and that kept the game so exciting.
Yeah.
So they took those away. So they took Pokemon Go out of the kneecaps in a way, and then destroyed their income while also investing in a bunch of projects that didn't work out. So then they had to lay off a ton of people. So now Pokemon goes in this weird point to where like there's just not enough manpower behind the game to keep it like consistent and updated and like in good shape. And then the things that made it super fun over the last couple of years have all been like highly nerfed and limited. So the game's in a weird place. You know, it really found a resurgence during COVID. It really found a resurgence during like early 2022. And then over the last like year, it's just kind of been like the game's okay, you know? So there's really not much to do. Like there's always events happening, but like, I don't know, the events are like kind of mid, and it's very obvious that, like they're low on manpower at Niantic, and that like.
Well, if they need someone to organize an event.
I know the guy.
I am here.
This guy.
Niantic.
They do a lot of. Please seriously talk to him if anybody from Niantic is listening. I'm in trouble if anybody from Niantic is listening. But if anyone is, please talk to Hitch.
Yeah,
like the event god. They're good. I will say they're good at one thing. They're very good at events, like live events and stuff like that. They do that whole thing really well.
Yeah, it's interesting. Before we get into the event side, don't let me forget that because I am blasted right now.
So you don't want a prison breeze thing, right?
I don't want a prison one. Definitely not a prison one. It's interesting that a mobile game that's so important to get out and go catch Pokemon or go to gyms or go
This
to
is the coolest game that's ever been made.
Yeah, or go do stuff in the world has like a resurgence during a time where we were all locked in our rooms.
Oh,
how does that happen?
Fucking miracle, man. I will say, like, so Niantic are the developers of Pokemon Go. As like the community, like we give them a lot of shit,
right?
Just because, like, you know, that the developers
every passionate person gives their developers shit.
Yes, right.
We do it in COD, they do it in Halo, they do it in Valorant.
Right.
Even though Valorant's they're better than anyone,
right.
They still get shit. So everyone does it.
Yes. Yeah. So I will say, so when the pandemic kicked, that was the tough thing. It's like Pokemon Go is a game that's predicated on going out and playing and adventuring. So when the pandemic kicked off and everyone had to stay indoors, everyone was like, oh, like Go's gonna die. Like Pokemon Go will die. Like this game can't survive this because it's just like it goes against like the core what the game is. I will say, Niantic, the developers, made some incredibly quick, B, very innovative, and C, very intelligent pivots in the game that made the game super fun, super playable, more fun than it was before, and then more people came back. Also, Pokemon as a concept just had a resurgence during the pandemic, mix of nostalgia plus Logan Paul stuff. Whatever.
I have Logan Paul in here.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of shit, right? So like Pokemon came back as a whole, and Pokemon Go I think thrived because of that. But the game itself, they made some fantastic adjustments and updates to the game that really made it fun and playable from home. I think the thing that makes a video game so great is that you can play them comfortably and fun from home. And Pokemon Go is cool because you can do it outside as well. But when you could do both at the same time, that's when the game was the best. Is when you could play it at home, and it was super fun to play at home, and also you can get more out of the game if you went out and explored in the real world, right? But they like
this is the
that.
picture I was looking for.
Which one?
This is a remote raid that I did with you guys.
Oh, wait, why do you have a Volbeat?
It's a picture
Volbeat?
because this is when we first downloaded the game.
Oh, really?
And we had been watching you and Gilly's YouTube channel. This is Alexis and I.
Yeah.
And it's literally it's probably shown right now, but it's me with a Volbeat fighting a level 48,000 Latias.
This is you. You're just swiping the entire time to dodge, not get all knocked out.
I'm just hoping you guys take him.
And we did. We knocked it.
And I got him.
That's so funny.
And this is the picture of Alexis and I doing it at the mall.
So
Yeah.
That's so great.
I'm saving both of these and sending them to Matt. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, that is great. Yeah. So that the game was so fun. Everybody came back and played. Like Ninja was playing it on stream. Like Tim the Tatman made 3 Pokemon Go videos. I love Tim the Tat. Tim and Nick Merckx are my favorite people.
You are a Nick stan, aren't you? Yeah.
Huge. Yeah. They never followed me back on Twitter, but they like my tweets.
I got you.
Okay, bad.
Yeah. All you have to do is play in my Call of Duty Creator League, and I might put you guys on the same team.
I've been in since the beginning of this convo. Please get me in. Now I really want to be in.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the game was back in a big way, and it was super fun. And again, it's not because that everybody was indoors and everybody was thinking about Pokemon. It's because they made the game fun to play both indoors and outdoors. And that's what made the game research and have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
And then once the world opened back up and then they took away the ability to play the game from home in a fun way, then the game went back to where it was pre-COVID, which was kind of boring. And it's still fun, it's still really good, there's still stuff happening, but wasn't as fun. And then a lot of people fell off and quit. So the tough part as the Pokemon Go guy that I found myself in is that the game is it's not as fun to play. The views are great for me right now for multiple reasons, but the game's going to go up and down. It's going to go down because the game's, people are playing less.
Yeah.
So the challenge is if my active viewership is going down because less people are playing the game, how do I get my views to go up? And that's, again, going back to what we said before, is like, the focus is making videos for people who have heard of Pokemon Go, not people who actively play it.
Or played in 2016 and are wondering where the scene is at.
Right.
And yeah, it's the same thing. I've never speedrun a game in my life. I've watched all of those Summer
Right,
Assault videos,
you
all
know?
of them. It's just entertainment.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Question about Pokemon Go in general. You said you went to Tokyo for a Pokemon Fest, or what was it called?
Yeah, so, there were a couple of different events, and there were some really good ones, and some freaking banger videos that I filmed. I was so excited about it, man. I have a video that's like over like 800K in a month, I think. It was like, and that's like really good for me. For some people, that's really shit, but that's good for me.
What fucking some people? Matt, what some people is he talking about?
There's people.
We'll take that.
So like the. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, dude, we're working Austin.
Yeah, man.
Are you sure you want a prison one? I can make you one.
We can make you a prison.
Okay.
I feel like we owe you one.
Well,
Or we can give you a Center CBD.
Oh,
Sponsor of the stream.
that's what I'm talking about.
Hit it up. Link in description. No, so this was a fucking wild month. We started. We were not gonna go to Korea.
Okay.
There was an event happening in South Korea, and then I was like, "Fuck it, we're going to Korea."
Okay.
So we like extended our trip for like a week. Like
South Korea, right?
South Korea. Yes, dude. But I want to go to North and catch Pokemon. They're so bad, bro. You can't play. You can't log in North Korea.
I was about to say
I want to.
that would be a banger video.
know?
Oh my god.
know?
Matt will film it. He's always wanted to go to North Korea.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going.
Let's go.
What could go wrong?
Oh man.
What's the
Dude,
worst
me,
that could
Matt,
happen?
Some North Korean prison bee sting. Those hit diff, Hell yeah. No, but so yeah, we started in South Korea because there was an event. It's on this place called Jeju Island, which I was explained to as the Hawaii of Korea, which is it's like a small vacation island that Koreans go to. That's kind of like our Hawaii, So like it was really cool because there were like no Westerners there. Like there was like maybe a handful of other people from the West. It was really cool, like in it feel. So it was dope. It was a really cool place. So we went to Jeju Island, which has the Asia's largest aquarium.
Okay.
So Sid and I went there. We filmed a video for like maybe another new channel that might be releasing pretty soon.
Oh my god, it's insane.
Yeah, so
it's an addiction.
It's an addiction.
It's an addiction.
It's so fun though.
It is fun.
Also, do like little meta trick. The new YouTube channels have priority in the algorithm. So if you upload a good video for your first video on a new YouTube channel,
Make a new one.
It's guaranteed to go viral.
Make a new one.
Yeah.
You can make a career off of only making one channel every day.
You need,
Make a channel, make a video, then the next day make another channel, make a video.
Assuming that the monetization kicks in at some point there. Yes. So we went to South Korea. So we went to Jeju Island, South Korea for a Pokemon Go event out there, which was super duper cool.
Awesome.
I was one of the only creators to film that, so it just did well because of that. So we went there, we did that. We flew from South Korea, we went to Osaka, Japan, which is like one of my new favorite places in Japan. I've never been before, except for this trip. This was awesome. It felt very like New York of Japan. Like it was very. Cool. It felt like it was kind of hipster. It was very artsy. There was like a lot of people walking around with like tattoos and like more flamboyant clothing, which is like not really a thing in Japan. So like it was cool. It felt like New York, but in Japan. So we did Osaka. Osaka was Pokemon Go Fest. So there was Jeju Island event. The weekend after that was the Pokemon Go Fest in Osaka. That was a really fun one. That was just like Pokemon Go's like Super Bowl event in Japan. And then Sid and I went to Kyoto for like 3 days just to like cool off and relax, which was dope. And then we went from Kyoto to Yokohama. Yokohama is where the Pokemon World Championships were being held. So that was the weekend after Go Fest. So we did the World Championships event. So that was super fun. We had like a couple sponsored things with Whatnot and like did some cool. It was super dope.
Yeah.
I met Alie's kid for the first time, which was dope, like very briefly.
Oh,
So
cool.
that was sick. So we did Yokohama, and then after Yokohama, we were in Tokyo for a couple days, and then the weekend after the Worlds, I went to New York for Pokemon Go Fest in New York.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you just had a Pokemon month.
Yeah, it was literally like weekend after weekend for like 4 or 5 weekends. It was just like all Pokemon
So
events.
Pokemon World Championships is the TCG?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
TCG, video game,
Main series, Pokemon Go, and as well.
PvP, Pokemon Go.
Funny enough, fun fact: the person who won the Pokemon Go World Champion has me blocked on Twitter.
Nice.
Yeah, it was sick. I got so many engagements. I probably made like $20 off that tweet. I was hyped.
Why?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah, you do. You
I don't
tell
know,
me. You'll
bro.
tell me after. You'll tell me after. I know
wish,
you know.
dude.
Don't bullshit. You can't bullshit me. You can bullshit some people, not me.
I wish I got the story, bro. He just doesn't like me, dude. I don't know. Fuck. The PvP community hates us normies.
So what is it the PvP does? The PvP community?
There's like a. I feel like with any game, the hardcore like pro side kind of dogs on the casual side, and then like there's like the really hardcore people, like the Reddit fan base, who just kind of like shit on anybody who's like not like bleeding the color of the video game title.
You're speaking my language.
You
right
know,
now, yeah.
so like Pokemon Go is like that, to where like Reddit's really hardcore and just kind of nasty to people who like don't know everything, and then
Right.
the PvP community is just kind of like I don't know, it's like kind of gatekeepy. It's like
Yeah,
pretty,
yeah.
you know, it's a little rough.
So
But I don't know if he's like that. I don't know if he might have a problem with me personally. I don't know what it is.
might have just been a one-day thing.
Maybe he didn't like NFTs.
Yeah. Hey, I almost blocked you too. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like you and Marcel were like very close to that. I've talked to him about it.
Oh no, it was all just funny. You know, when I like somebody a lot, I roast them. I'm one of those kind of people, which is why I roast the shit out of Marcel. He's one of my favorite people. Marcel was actually supposed to be the first person ever on Around the Bar.
And then
Center took it and said, yo, we need 10 episodes and we need them by this date. And I said, Marcel, let's get you. And he's like, I'm busy right now exploring the planet with my
dude, he's
my girl.
living life with the girlfriend, man. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah.
He's
He's a great guy. The question about Nintendo, Game Freak, Pokemon, all that. What is the relationship like with all the different aspects of Pokemon, whether it's TCG, whether it's the video game, or
When you
Pokemon
say
Go?
the relationship, what do you mean?
Like, does it seem like there's a tier list in Pokemon's eyes about what they're most, like what is most important to them?
Yeah, well, so at the end of the day, right, Pokemon's a business, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like, so they're going to prioritize what makes sense to prioritize for them as a business. Obviously Pokemon Go is a very high grossing game, and it's a very, very revenue-driven game, so it probably makes the Pokemon Company quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
But the Pokemon Company does not own Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is owned by Niantic, Nintendo, and the Pokemon Company. So it seems like, and this is me kind of just speaking out of my experience, I haven't really talked to anybody about this, but it seems like the Pokemon Company deprioritizes Pokemon Go because they don't own the IP, right? And they would rather push their own IP, which is Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games.
Yep.
Pokemon Unite is the most pay-to-win game that has ever existed. But like,
Is it really?
It's bad. It's bad.
Oh,
yeah, man.
wow.
What is his name, dude? There's this guy who makes like a lot of like tech gaming YouTube videos.
Okay.
And I mean, his channel's huge. He gets like 10 million views a video. But he made a video talking about microtransactions and like the evil of microtransactions.
Oh, it's bad. Yeah.
And he used Pokemon Unite as an example. And watching the video, you understand like how insane Pokemon Unite actually is, and like the microtransaction strategy. It's bad. But so the Pokemon Company obviously would rather promote, Pokemon Unite and the Sword and Shield games, or like the new like Nintendo Switch games, and the Pokemon TCG games, because they own the IP for that. They make all the money that those games make.
Wow, okay.
Whereas obviously like Niantic, Nintendo, and the Pokemon Company split what happens with Pokemon Go, right? So Pokemon Go, I would say, definitely has been like deprioritized by the Pokemon Company over the years. But lately, just because of the popularity of the game. Last year at Pokemon Worlds in London was the first time Pokemon Go had ever been a part of the Pokemon World Championships.
Oh,
and
that's exciting, though.
Yeah. And this year it was too, and it's one of the most viewed parts of the World Championships.
Oh,
like,
is
it's
it?
Like the highest viewed thing that happens.
It is the highest?
I think so.
Oh,
I might
wow.
be biased, but it's one of the highest, if not the highest.
Okay.
Like I know it blew a lot of people away of like how important, like how big it actually was.
How big it actually is. So do you have a love-hate with the PvP side of Pokemon Go?
It's not that I like love or hate it. It's just like so Clash of Clans was my thing. Clash Royale came out. I tried the game. I raged. I broke devices. I fucking hated it. I hated it. Couldn't play it.
Wow.
And
Okay.
not because it's bad. It's a great game. It's not my kind of game. It's RNG focused. It's 1v1. Like, I don't know. I just don't like it. Not my thing.
Yeah.
So PvP is like that, to where it's like very RNG based. Also, to like, to not Niantic's credit, PvP is very like, it's been out for so long in Pokemon Go, but like it doesn't look good, it doesn't feel good, it's laggy, it doesn't play good. It's not a great system.
Yep.
Like there's so much that needs to go into like improving it.
You go on there, you do your challenges, and you get the fuck out.
Right,
That's
exactly.
that's what I did. Yeah.
Most people do. You know?
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I just I don't like it fundamentally because I don't like the RNG. It's like very minute skill based. It's like not fun for me to play.
Okay.
And that it doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just not my kind of thing. And then it's also bad. So like on top of it. So I don't know. Like I would love to do more with it, especially more content, because there's a lot of content to make with PvP. It just doesn't perform because people don't really care about it, unfortunately. And there's like a small community that's super into it, and it definitely gets views, and like, it's in the World Championships now, so there's more of an incentive.
Yeah.
And they are improving the system, so it is getting better. But like, I don't know, like, if I want to make a video that hits 1 million views, it's hard to do that with PvP.
Yeah. Wow. So when it comes to all the different Pokemon games, I mean, I would assume that they prioritize the I guess the Nintendo Switch games.
Yeah, it's the IP that they own. In
and
business.
and the TCG. What about the fighting game? Isn't there a fighting game?
Fighting game?
Isn't there a fighting game? Can you look up Pokemon fighting game? What's it called?
Oh,
It
Pokemon
looks-
Masters Sex.
Master Sex.
You never heard about that? Dude, there was a game that came out that was called Pokemon Masters
Like
EX.
hentai?
But everyone was like Master Sex. You remember that? The memes on Twitter, bro? That was so
Maybe
good.
that's what it is. I saw a video. It like popped up on my recommended, and I was like, I've never even heard of this game. And it was Pokemon World Champions. And it looked like a Street Fighter-esque type.
I feel like that was like a mod.
Was it?
There was like a Call of Duty mod on Pokemon to where I was watching somebody walk around with like a Spaz 12 just like glacking Pokemon,
destroying Pikachu.
which was funny.
Pokemon fight. Maybe. Oh, it's Pokken. Pokken.
Oh, Pokken.
You ever heard of it?
Pokken, no.
Look up videos. Pokken videos. And Pokemon or Pokken videos World
What is
Champions.
that? Pokemon My Ass Game Boy Advance. What is that?
I don't know.
What is going on,
We need
dude?
to get that for you though. Yeah, you can look it up on YouTube. Pokken World Champions or World Championship.
Huh.
So yeah, I've always thought it was interesting that there are people out there Pokken World Championship. So you didn't watch this?
Oh,
while you were there?
It's a part of it. It's a part of it.
That's what I'm saying. It's
wait,
an
wait.
official tournament.
Pokemon. No, this is VGC. No, this is just Pokemon. Right there. That's the dude. It's Axon. He blocked me. He's the only
It's
one.
Axon.
Yeah, the guy on the left is the one who won the
man.
World Championships.
It's
Dude,
Axon. We got to get you on around the bar. We got to
Yeah,
figure
bro.
it out.
Join up. Listen,
What-
I'll
what's
put in
going
a
on?
good word for you. I got nothing wrong with you.
We got bee stings for you to have.
Yes, dude. Or prison bee stings, depending on your thing.
Maybe there's not Pokken.
Yeah, I think it's a mod, bro.
Is
I
it
don't-
really
I
a
don't know if
mod?
it's real.
Pokken's not real?
I don't know if it's real.
Dude, I got. Not only did I get on, I
On the
got
tequila,
got on the
bro.
tequila, I got on Pokken.
Bro,
Dude, there's
they're out
no
for you,
way.
man.
There is no way that's an official game. It's a Nintendo Switch game.
Let's see.
Challenge the world. Pokken Tournament Grand Finals.
Oh, there you
Boom.
go.
Bam.
Oh,
I
dude.
was right.
800,000 views. Oh, shit.
If you're an audio listener, it's a legit game. It's a legit game.
This is Smash Bros with Pokemon, eh? Oh yeah, look at that Pokemon World
Yeah,
Championship.
see, it kind of looks like Tekken.
Oh.
It kind of looks like what is it? It's a Mewtwo and a
Yeah.
something.
Sceptile.
You would
Sceptile.
know.
What the
Yeah.
hell is that Mewtwo? I don't know what that Mewtwo is. That's some crazy ass Mewtwo vibes.
Yeah. So
Oh, this is sick.
I've
This is
always-
like Rocket League. What the fuck is
So
going on?
you didn't watch any of this while you were out
No.
there? Oh,
I'll
man.
be honest with you, dude. I was at the Pokemon World Championships the entire weekend. I didn't watch one thing.
Oh no.
The entire
no.
time.
I-
Except for like the end of it.
Does it get hype? Is
Yeah, it's cool.
the crowd get lit and
Yes,
stuff?
it's insane.
So
It's crazy.
Is Clash Royale, Clash of Clans? Does it have the same esports?
They do, and it's all funded by Supercell, and they put on really, really nice events and stuff like that. Supercell has insane money. They got bought
Yeah.
by Tencent as well, and Tencent owns everything. So yeah, they have a lot of money for it, and they put a lot of money into it. But like the
Yeah.
viewership is pretty good. But
Okay.
for Pokemon, it's insane.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
nothing like this, but like they definitely have their own thing for it.
Cool. I think one of the coolest stages I've ever seen in esports is the Clash Royale stage.
Yeah, they do really good with it.
Person here, and in the middle of them is the stage, is the actual map, and
Yeah.
and things are happening in real time.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's really cool. I think they've done that with like Dota and League of Legends as well. But
Oh, sick.
I think that I was like, yo, when I saw it and I knew that Brawl Stars was coming out, I hit up Blake and George. I was like, yo, do you want to completely switch everything we're doing and become the biggest Brawl Stars people in the world?
Dude, let me know, man. I got the connects, you know? I got the
you?
YouTube algo connects.
How's
for that.
Brawl Stars doing?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good?
It's doing okay.
Little niche?
It's niche, yes. Like in terms of like viewership for Supercell, it's like Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, Brawl Stars.
Brawl Stars, yeah.
But
yeah.
it's still out there.
Does Niantic make anything else besides Pokemon Go?
They've tried. To their credit, they've tried.
Yeah.
They have Pokemon Go, which is their main thing. This game called Ingress, which predates Pokemon Go, is
Okay.
huge. And it's big. And there's a lot of people who still play it. Very big active community, fan base, and player base for it. But it's Ingress and Pokemon Go, and those are really their only two like major IPs that still kind of exist. And then they have their own game that they created called Period. Oh no, there's Periodot, and then there's Periodot is their own game that they made, their own VR game, and then Pikmin Bloom I know that they did as well.
Pikmin?
They did like an AR version of Pikmin Bloom.
Oh, wow.
Which is good. All the games are good. Their technology is fantastic. Their
Yeah.
games are good. Their development's great.
it
Harry
seems
Potter
like-
was really good too, and that one shut down.
What happened with that? Oh, wait,
Wizards
Niantic
Unite.
made that?
Harry Potter Wizards Unite was the Pokemon Go version of Harry Potter. It was really good. It was a very well-made game. It was just super dense, and it just didn't get picked up. Like, people didn't really
wow.
play it.
Yeah.
But it was great.
It's funny because I remember hearing about it, and I remember thinking, wow, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a really, really good game.
Did Minecraft Earth ever come out? I don't know if that's probably not Niantic.
So
but.
you don't have to look this up, but I made a couple of YouTube videos on like Pokemon Go clones that you never knew existed.
Okay.
Some fun videos, by the way, back to YouTube strategy. This is a video that I saw done in the Clash of Clans world, and I was like, "That's a great video idea. I'll make this for Pokemon Go," and it worked in Pokemon Go. There are ideas that work horizontally across everything.
100%.
So, yes, there was Minecraft Earth that came out. I think it came out for like a little bit. It went into beta, and then it launched, and then it got taken down. I forget, but I explained it in one of those videos. I went over Minecraft Earth.
Atlas, write that down. Call of Duty videos. Call of Duty knockoffs. Call of Duty knock. That would be good. That would be a good video.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, and then we have like some 8-bit like Call of Duty gun.
Oh, for sure, dude. Especially like all these like Web3 crypto games that are trying to make like Call of Duty versions of it that are like super shitty. Like for sure, there's like a million of them.
Yeah, I think the NFT thing kind of makes sense when it comes to video games because you can own something that is only available that you can use.
Isn't like the whole like not to be like a NFTs fix this, but like the whole like Warzone deleting everything thing kind of a big thing in the
I don't
Call of
know
Duty
why.
world?
I don't know why more people aren't talking about that. I've
Isn't that
spent,
insane?
but you want to know
How much money you spend in Warzone on your skins and shit? In
Warzone? So in Warzone and Call of Duty, so Warzone. Warzone 1 went over 3 different Call of Duties. So
Okay.
if you bought skins in all 3 of those Call of Duties, then you got them in Warzone.
Okay.
And over those 3 Call of Duties, brother, a lot of money.
Right?
A lot of money.
Right?
And now
It's all gone.
Warzone 1 last week just ended. So all of that money that I spent is gone. You want to know what's even worse? Is in FIFA, there's something called an Ultimate Team. You buy packs, basically online Pokemon cards, but they're soccer players.
Okay.
And you can, if you open a pack of a soccer player, you can use him on your team.
Okay.
So people will spend upwards to
I've seen
$10,000 to $20,000.
What?
I don't know if you know who Castro is.
No.
Castro is like the biggest YouTuber or the biggest Pokemon Bee Stings.
Okay.
The biggest FIFA streamer in the world, and that's just what he does. He opens packs, and people want to see his reaction to when he opens Ronaldo. He opens Messi. He opens like the biggest soccer players in the world.
Yeah.
And he does it every year on every game. There's a new FIFA every year. Every year, your team gets wiped. Every year.
What?
Every single year.
That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically relatively the same thing that we do in COD, but in COD you get a whole year of just like using your gun. And you're like, oh, it's super shiny, and people are going to be like, oh, wow, this guy really likes COD because he's slide canceling around corners and he's got a super shiny gun.
Right.
But in FIFA, you're spending thousands of dollars every year to open Messi again. You know what I mean?
That's
like if you want
insane.
Messi on your team, you got to open him again.
It's weird. Yeah. I don't know.
So think about this. Think
Whole
about this.
different conversation, but
Think about this. So Doc is releasing his video or this game,
Midnight Society.
Midnight Society.
Hell yeah.
Dead Drop.
Yep.
He's incorporating NFTs, and some people are just like, oh, there's going to be pictures of apes everywhere. And it's like, no, it's a little bit different. The pictures of apes, that was Mystic 2019.
Wasn't even apes, bro. It's frogs, bro. It's frogs. Wait. This guy.
Let me see all your frogs, man.
No, dude, I just got one. His name is fucking Norman, all right? Put some respect on his name. Okay? He's my boy. Where is he?
Matt, do you have any?
This guy.
No?
Norman.
Matt
No,
was a
I
Dogecoin
missed
guy.
it. I missed it.
Brother.
What?
How much money did you spend on this guy?
Not much, dude. It was like $700-800.
That's not much.
No, not for an NFT.
Matt, look at this. Alice, do you see this thing?
Dude, he's beautiful. He's got an orange cap.
Can you text that to me?
Yes.
We have to use it. What's the name? Norman?
Norman, dude. Okay, but this is just a
How much is Norman worth now?
I don't fucking nothing. But like this is like a testament to how insane NFTs were at his peak. And I was on stream on Twitch and I showed this. And I'm like, I'm not selling him. I don't care.
Can't sell him.
45K. Holy shit. He was worth 45K.
Oh no.
And I didn't sell it.
What?
But I give a fuck. I framed it, dude. I framed him and I put him in my background. I was not selling him for anything. It could be worth $1 million. I wasn't gonna sell him.
I don't feel bad
boy.
for getting scammed by tequila now. You got scammed by Norman.
I got you, bro. Hey, he's still with me though. You're still with me.
Hey,
Digitally and
you
physically.
know,
I've got
you
the
know
picture
what?
frame.
It's fun to now. Norman will live with you forever. Now you can't even sell him unless he gets back up to 45K. Then fuck Norman. Go.
Yeah.
Leave.
I might
Hop
sell him if he
away.
does that again, honestly.
Hop away,
Yeah,
Norman.
right. To new pastures, to new lily pads, you know?
But yeah, like what I was saying with Midnight Society, I think imagine there's one gun. Imagine he releases one gun and only one person can ever have that gun. It's the same gun. It doesn't make you better, but it is like the only one that glows or the only one that
certain
shines.
skin on it, aesthetic, yeah.
And they say, throughout this weekend, only this weekend, there's going to be this one gun on the map somewhere. I mean, imagine how many people would play it because it's an extraction game. You go in, you loot, and you get out. And if you get out, you keep all your gear. So there's an NFT gun out there, and if you get that gun, it's the only one in the world. And now you have access. You own this gun, and on the marketplace, on the Steam marketplace, or wherever they're going to release the game, now the value of that gun is endless. I mean, you see it in Counter-Strike. This podcast that I listened to, one of the guys on the podcast sold his car, $15,000. It was like a Jedi or something, $15,000, and he just to buy a Counter-Strike knife, on Counter-Strike that went on sale. So now he owns this knife on Counter-Strike, and it's worth so much money. And now Counter-Strike 2 is about to come out, and it transfers. So now there's going to be such an influx of players that knife is probably going to be $30,000 in like 2 months.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that like I don't know, like the whole NFT conversation is a different conversation, but like it's so interesting that like this is happening in Counter-Strike right now. Like it's already
100%.
happening in a game where like everybody like understands it and gets it.
Yeah.
And I think that was the thing like that drew me so into like the NFT stuff is like I was already doing Pokemon cards, right? And I was like, oh, this makes sense, dude. There's like, there's only a certain amount of like first edition base set booster boxes out there, and therefore obviously they're going to be a lot more expensive than they were when they were released 20 years ago, and they're going to only get more expensive with time. So it makes sense that like there's like the digital or like 80% of our lives is digital now, or like 40%, 40 to 80%. It only makes sense that would exist in the digital world. And with video games and video game collectibles, to where you're spending thousands of dollars on Messi, or you're spending like $10,000 in 3 years on aesthetics in Warzone, or like you're getting these super rare like looted skins, it just makes sense,
Yeah.
And like for a marketplace to exist on that makes sense. I think the hard thing too, and I remember talking to like some like Niantic people and other people like in the higher game developer world, the problem that I think a lot of game devs have with this is that they lose the power over the monetization of their assets. I think that a lot of game devs don't want that. Like they would rather be the ones who are resetting the clock every year and making all the money from the transactions than like splitting the marketplace with the actual players. They want to they want to monetize the players. They don't want the players to monetize their assets.
Make new product. I mean, it happens with sneakers. It happens with Pokemon cards. It happens with sports cards.
Totally agree.
Make that product that people want. It doesn't matter. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Fuck, Sudowoodo.
That's fucking hilarious.
Your favorite? It's great.
Your favorite Pokemon is Sudowoodo. What's your favorite Pokemon, Matt?
Who's Snorlax?
Snorlax.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Pokemon, Atlas? Squirtle.
Nice.
My favorite Pokemon is Farfetch. Imagine there's a Pokemon card that comes out. I'm not interested in buying the best ever Sudowoodo card. I'm not interested. I'll let you know. I'll let you have that.
Okay, good.
And same goes for all of our different Pokemon. The same thing can happen in whatever ownership type product that you can put out. So say there is a FIFA card out there that is a Messi card. Yes, millions of people are going to want that, especially if it's exclusive. It's 1 of 5 or 1 of 10, and you're going to want to own it, even if it's virtual. And you can imagine the type of Messi that you have. If you put him on your team, he has pink boots, or he has pink cleats, or his hair is wacky, or he glows, or something. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, you have glowing Messi. Like, I want. How much I'll pay you $7,000 for him, even though when it first came out, he was only $100.
Yeah,
it's what happens.
Market decides.
It's what happens in everything.
Yep.
And so like just because you want that ownership, it doesn't mean that you can't make new things too. Because if a new say Pokemon did that like on Pokemon Go, where there was a double shiny or a mega or something that is exclusive rather than just something that anyone can raid and get.
Yeah.
If that came out and it was a purchasable thing for normal people that aren't trying to play or aren't YouTubers or whatnot, aren't going to care about the Farfetch'd. But I'm going to pay way more money for the Farfetch than anybody else is going to pay.
Right.
And the Farfetch special character wouldn't come till 2 years later because they're going to do the Charizards and the Mewtwo's and the Mews and the biggest Pokemon first. So I don't know. I don't agree with it, and I think there is a future in NFTs in gaming that are usable things.
You know, it's like the tech, right? I don't know, like the whole like NFT bro culture is a real thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I was deep in there, bro. I was in
You
the
were.
Discord servers. I had the AirPod in
my
at all
God.
times, like
Who
trading.
pulled you out? Someone pulled you
crazy.
out.
What?
Who pulled you out? Was
My
it Sid?
fucking tax bill, pulled me out, dude. I like realized how much money I lost, and I was like, you know what? Not good at this.
I
Should do
tried.
something
Just so
else.
you know, I tried. I was throwing the rope. I was
No,
throwing the
you
rope.
weren't.
You were hitting it away.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. But I will say. So one thing about me
Yeah.
is that when I get behind something, I'm fucking in it, bro.
You
Like,
are,
I'm
yeah.
passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? To my detriment, and then to my success.
To your sex. Yeah,
Right.
To your
To my
sex.
sex,
To your
yes.
sex.
To
You're
my
probably,
sex.
You know,
Stay tuned till after.
Yeah,
Apparently,
yeah,
you can pay extra to watch what happens.
the
after
Optic
this.
Nation behind the bar. We're getting behind the bar.
To my
This is
sex.
the drunkest I've ever been on and around
This is
the bar.
actually?
Yes, 100%.
Wow. Okay. Let's get it, dude.
Yeah.
We might need two more. We might need two more. Oh, he's actually make two more, but you gotta finish
Dude,
that, dude.
you made him come over here?
You gotta, I don't make the rules.
The
It's your
audio
podcast.
listeners are about to hear.
Okay.
And that's the sound of evil. All right, shit.
Nice.
Fuck it. I'll do it.
Do you want to?
Atlas gonna have to drive home.
You
You sure you don't want to do a shot? Matt, you want a shot?
I think I'm chilling.
You don't want a bee sting?
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah.
I mean, I'll take a beast.
He'll take a bee. Matt will take a bee sting. You're gonna have to put it in not a.
What? Not the prison version? Yeah, not the prison. No, I don't even want the fucking prison version.
Yeah, don't do the prison. Yeah, you're gonna have to put it in less of a fancy ass glass for Matt because he wants a bee sting. Is it cool? Do we have enough? We have enough stuff. We're winding down anyway. These are probably going to be the behind the bar drinks.
What we do have enough of is Center
Center
CBD.
CBD.
You know,
Oh my God, you might be the official co-host.
you have equity.
I'll have my people talk to your people. What were we just talking about?
The Midnight Society. Well, we'll see where it goes. I think the tech is good. I think the fucking NFT bro stuff is a little cringe. But yeah, so like there's use cases, right? I think that's the exciting thing about technology is that there's just always like use cases. The cool thing about tech is that like I don't know, I think it's the goal of most people to leave the world better than where they found it, and I think technology has like enabled people to do that at like an expedited rate. So I think that's cool.
Yeah.
So anything that like does that, like moves the industry forward, like does cool shit, like it's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So speaking of ownership, you are owning life right now.
Thanks,
when it comes
Daddy.
to all of your when it comes to all of your YouTube channels, definitely go check out all 57 Mystic. Just type in MYSTIC7 or no, type in Mystic Rips. Type in
dude.
Mystic
Forget
Rips.
MYSTIC7. Old news.
No MYSTIC7 today. We're making drinks right now for Behind the Bar. It's exclusive on the Optic Nation membership program, so definitely go down in the description and check that out. Right now, we're about to play some beer pong. Myself and Mystic are on the same team, and we gotta sink 6 cups in as little balls as possible. And right now, at the end of the season, I get it. At the end of the season, whoever gets the least amount of points wins a trophy.
Oh.
So there's 11.
Can I
there's-
donate my trophy to yours as like trophy walk? Over here?
Absolutely, if you want to.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
So you got to meet Mango, and he's a
he a
nut.
sniper?
Yeah, he was a
Were
sniper.
you watching Elbows on Mango?
Okay, so it's from here to here, so elbows don't matter because it's a long throw.
How tall is he?
A little shorter than me.
Okay.
Yeah. So he sunk it in 23 cups. Do you think you can beat 23?
Damn. Yeah.
All right.
100%.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me for Around the Bar. I'm going to wait one. Yeah, let's cheers. The whole entire tequila bottle. And we'll see you in the Behind the Bar. I am fucked up. All right. Don't bring Mystic to your town because he'll get you drunk. We'll see you in the next one.
Oh,
Oh, now we can cheers.
And cheers.
Cheers.